fighting cancer. It's life-changing. Cancer has scarred me physically, emotionally, internally.
That is Sith Lord Stu, one of the original members of Reality Skewed Gamers. Unfortunately, Sith Lord Stu was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. He has been treated for it, but the struggles from after cancer still remain. Reality Skewed Gamers is teaming up with American Cancer Society this year for our charity fundraiser for 2019. We now have a great campaign started and a bunch of different things that everyone can donate to and get some fun rewards out of. Here are some of them that are available. Want a simple way to support the American Cancer Society this year? Well, just head to the Tiltify reward page and purchase this wristband. This wristband is going to commemorate the Stu Strong campaign that RSG and the American Cancer Society are putting on this year, and your donation will go to the American Cancer Society. In return, we will mail you a Stu Strong wristband so you can show your support for the American Cancer Society. So what are you waiting for? Get this wristband now. There is a limited supply, so make sure that you get yours today. With the purchase of the Good Ol' Maurice reward, you will get a video showing all of the dances that Good Ol' Maurice did on Jedi Academy with commentary about what he was thinking at the time he was doing it. Plus, there will be one additional bonus dance that you can vote for on Tiltify as well. All you have to do is go to the polls section and determine whether or not you want to vote for Good Ol' Maurice doing the Harlem Shake, the Truffle Shuffle, or the Dougie. Have you seen all those professional videos and podcasts made by Nukin? Well, Nukin has a great surprise for you. Head to the challenges section of the Tiltify page and you will see that Nukin is willing to give away a Blue Yeti mic or another microphone for you for anyone that donates to that challenge. As soon as that challenge is filled, the drawing will be held to anyone that had donated it. So are you interested in a Blue Yeti mic, a Blue Nano mic, or a Lola headphone? Just head to the Tiltify challenge page and donate now. Ever wanted to see Finity from Reality Skewed Gamers wearing glitter and rhinestones with the silver and white wig? Well, now is your chance. All you have to do is donate to the challenge on the Tiltify page. But this isn't just for the American Cancer Society, it's also for the children.
Kyrie, do you have a message for the RSG listeners?
Yes. Please donate to Finn so I can see him with his silver wig with sparkles and rhinestones and play Cowboy Cats and dress up his porgs.
And how will you feel if you get to see him like this?
Really happy.
Really, really happy.
Yeah.
So, what should everybody do?
Donate to Finn.
So please visit the links that you see on the screen or are in the description of the YouTube video to donate and help the American Cancer Society and the RSG charity campaign for 2019 this year.
Arturo Dark Knight, he's one of our best listeners. Oh, UV.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
And welcome everybody back to a Wednesday night stream. It's Wednesday. It's time for RSG to do its weekly, longest running live stream in the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes community. I'm Reggie J, 1999, your host and part of the RSG crew. And as always, joining me is my heterosexual life mate, the one and only, the troll extraordinaire, Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman. Party on, Dr. Finn.
Good evening, everyone.
You see, we had a lot of stuff in the opening, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. All brought to you by Finn. I had no help in that whatsoever. That's the
and Kyrie. Let's not forget Kyrie.
Carrier. But glad to have you guys here. Welcome to the show. We do this every Wednesday. Let's knock out the mechanisms. Tiss will be along here in a little bit. Grande will be along here in a little bit. Maybe Sir Loki. They're all getting ready for some stuff. I think Grande's shopping, if I'm not mistaken.
Grande's shopping, McVenom is packing, and Loki's probably driving.
And thinking of squid and soup. So when they hop on, they'll hop on. But glad to have everybody here. Thank you guys already. Thank you to someone donated. Yeah, we already had a couple donations here. We had Takedown Games out at $1.99. Says thanks for all your support, guys. So of course, Stoner Jedi, we love you and we'll always support you. And then Deadpool Kyle says hello there. Everybody ready for Revin? We are both ready for Revin. Let's just talk about it, Finn. It's time. Revin's here again. You know, Finn, we free-to-play farmed him. We got all the gear. We didn't spend a dime. And now it's time to unlock that bitch. So
yeah, definitely nothing wrong with getting a character the second time around. I've done it with other characters.
I did it with Grandmaster Yoda. I did it with...
it's fine.
You know, I got 7-star Thrawn. I did unlock Thrawn the first time, but I got him 7-star the second time.
Same. I got him 5-star the first time and then 7-star the second time.
Right. And so, that being said, tomorrow morning...
Probably afternoon, right?
We'll do it in the morning.
Okay, we'll do it in the morning.
We'll do it in the morning. We'll do the unlock of Revin for you guys before the lunch stream, and then that way
we'll make a fun stream out of it. I think we're gonna race.
Yeah, we're just gonna put it on auto and see what happens. You know, my luck, I'll probably die.
Which of our Republic gets Revin to 7-star?
Right. Yeah. It's.
I think you're gonna get yours geared up faster than mine, though. I didn't bother saving up the gear.
I had saved up my crystals for this upcoming event that I think is coming, but you know, it's Revin. And as much as I hate the concept of Jedi Revin, he's meta. He is here. You have to have him. It's part of the game. I have to contrive you that I don't like the character. He's meta. He's important to have. He's the best character in the game, so I have to flow with the game, especially being in a top guild. So, what the hell was that?
That was the spring on the little arm that holds my mic.
Okay, that sounded painful.
It's fine. It makes a little boingy noise. See? Boing.
Yeah, so I did check. I do have all the Corbantes. I have all the gear that is going to be required. Gear 12 plus on him, I should. There's always that one piece, that small piece that you think that you have or you forget about. I tried to do the best I could, going list by what I had. But I watch, Finn, I'm going to have some stupid blue piece or something that I just overlooked. And it's going to cause me, I'm like, so I have 400 Corbantes, but I can't take this turd to...
It's going to be that Mark III Blast Tech. The one that nobody has, or the green shower drain. It's going to be one of those two.
I know. I'm not worried about the green shower drains because I can spend 50 energy and get like 5 to 6 of those. That's not a problem. Yeah. It's always the blues. And I made sure that I had all the blues this time that I thought that was needed. But, you know, when you're going back and forth between GG and your game, you're like, yes, no, you know, so I'm at 389 Corbantes, but tomorrow's Thursday, so it'll be Corbante day, so I'll easily get over 400 Corbantes if I don't use... All my guild store has been going toward all the gear. I've got all the rare pieces, the Gear 12 pieces, so I'm sure I'm missing something somewhere, but hopefully I can take him to Gear 12 Plus for you guys. We'll mod him when we get there. Finn will help me mod him. We'll mod each other's, you know, we'll do the modding on him.
Mine is easy. My modding of Revin's going to be easy. I'm just moving my Thrawn mods onto him and getting him as fast as possible.
Yeah, I don't want to look at it real quick because I have mods kind of a little bit scattered, you know. So, yeah. So tune in for tomorrow for that. So tomorrow we'll do that in the morning. We'll have the lunch stream, and then we'll get into... tomorrow's Tactical Monsters, the new game that we're playing. So that'll be really cool. All right, real quick, you guys, if you could stop what you're doing right now, give us a thumbs up on the video. It really does help get our YouTube content out there and helps us monetize, which is very important. We really appreciate it if you guys could do that. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. We do a lot of live streams for Galaxy Heroes, but we also do a lot of streaming for games in general. We're doing Tactical Monsters. We're doing Battlefront 2. We're doing PC Gaming Night, which is covering Diablo, Borderlands, whatever those knuckleheads decide to do. Sundays are D&D. This Sunday will not be a D&D campaign, but we have been running for 29, 30 weeks now. We've been doing D&D, so if that's your kind of your thing, please check it out. We just do it for you guys that enjoy the D&D campaign and love playing, you know, like listening to D&D and stuff like that. So do the best I can. I am still looking for a woman D&D player. So if you fit that category, if you know somebody that would be interested in joining our game on Sunday, I would really love for you to reach out to me in Discord. Our Discord is linked down below. We're looking. I just like to have as much diversity as I possibly can. What the hell was that?
It's Loki.
Loki.
What, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. It says I was muted.
No, you're not muted right now. You had the mute symbol come up and then it came off again.
Oh, whatever.
Whatever.
Hi, Loki.
Hi, Loki. How's it going there, homie?
I'm driving, man, but I'm good.
Yeah. And then Mondays, I think we're going to start. We've got the Stanley Gaming stuff going on Sundays as well. On Mondays. So that's Stanley does Hitman and all those other games. And then we're trying to get Loki to get his act together so we can.
We've been working with Loki, me, and McVenom have been working on it. We have an idea for what to do with Magic. So Magic the Gathering should be coming on Mondays here soon.
Yes.
So some ideas.
And then,
we just have to put them
then
I kept my promises and
I know you did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
And the other thing too is we are looking to get into Twitch, so check that out soon. A lot of stuff that we're doing, guys. So when you guys donate here or Patreon, we use that proceeds to expand. We invest it all back into the stream. Maybe one day we'll make millions of dollars, and we can all live in a mansion, and Finn can eat Twinkies, and me and Loki be chilling by the pool, hookers and blow, you know. So that's our goal. That being said, that's all the mechanisms. That's all the side notes, things that we need to cover real quick. You saw the ACS stuff. We'll get into that at the end of the stream. But that being said, Dr. Finn, let's get into the show, shall we?
Okay. Let's do something first that I didn't mention before.
Oh, okay.
So I'll surprise you a little bit with this. So we're raising money for the American Cancer Society, and we started out with the promo of a bunch of things that are available that you guys can donate to, whether it's me going into a wig, whether it's the Good Old Maurice video, the poll for Good Old Maurice in terms of which song or which dance he will do as a bonus content to the video that we already have up on Tiltify. So
I could Tiltify.
Here is something I will do for this stream. We are currently at 45.38. If we can hit 47.50, so we are 220 short. From the ACS, I have 2 pair of Stance Star Wars socks. They're actually really cool. They're like Stormtroopers and the Chewie on there. So, if we hit the 47.50 mark on Tiltify, I will give away one of these to one of the people that donated between the current total and the one that's when we hit 47.50.
All right.
So everyone that donates during the stream, if we can hit that goal, you will get your choice. And they're different size, so you can tell me which one fits you. There's a large and there's a medium. So whichever one, you will be able to get these. So let's see if we can get those donations in. Again, it's for the American Cancer Society. You guys can get a wristband. You can get the Good Old Maurice video. You can donate to us the dance that Good Old Maurice is going to do. Lots of things for you guys that you can donate to. I wear my wristband like all the time now, so I just so go ahead and donate to.
All right. Cool. All right, so we got that.
So let's start out with the shout out word of the day.
Shout out word of the day. Yes, let's do the shout out word of the day.
So shout out word of the day, very simple, is return. RETURN. Return.
I wonder why we picked that word, Finn.
I don't know. It is a mystery.
It's not Return of the Mac.
Wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in bacon.
No. Could it be because of Revin?
It is. So, in honor of Revin returning, the word of the day is return. RETURN. So go ahead and type return into the chat. We'll talk about our video of the week and all of that really quick, and then the Twitter question. And once we get to...
Well, the video of the week will be later on, right? Remember we put it in
I'll talk about it now so everyone kind of knows what it is. So I'll tell you what the video of the week is. But once I announce that, that'll be kind of the end where I'm collecting the shout-outs for Ranger. So, so get those shout-outs in. Make sure you type return, RETURN. That's simple. All right. So next, we have our Twitter question. Now, the Twitter question We try to make it fun for you guys and just try to have some fun with you guys during the stream. But we also are, as we mentioned, trying to improve our channel and the stream and get you guys stuff that you want to see. And so today's question is going to be a little bit more helpful for us, and hopefully it'll be something you guys want as well. Very simply, what SWGOH content would you like to see RSG make or talk about in a 5 to 10 minute video? Most of our stuff is live stream. We do it for about an hour, if not a little bit longer. Usually most of them go up to 2 hours. So we want to start going back to making some shorter videos on content that you guys want to see. There's a lot of stuff out there that people have already been doing. So let us know what you would like to see us do, and we will put out some more content out for you guys in shorter 5-10 minute videos. We're planning on doing a lot more of that, as well as other games. So head on to our Twitter. The handle is Reality Skewed Gamers, with no vowels in the Skewed and Gamers. So Reality SKWD GMRS. Head to our Twitter page. Give us a response. Let us know what you guys would like to see.
All right.
And now the video of the week, really quick. Yeah. So you guys will see this here in a minute when we start doing the news. So it's a little bit of a different format in terms of display. We will be doing the video of Obi's Corner. And Obi's Corner he has a video up where he goes through his 3v3 in Grand Arena and shows you a bunch of different teams that he used. It is a 3v3 offensive strategy, part 1. Video that he made, and it's actually a really cool video because some of the team comps that he is using are ones that you may or may not think of, and so they are really good. So go back when we get there. You guys will be able to get there. It's in the description of the video as well, of our YouTube video. If you go down to the credits, you will see the YouTube video of the week of Obi's Corner, 3v3 teams for Grand Arena offensive part 1. So make sure that you check that out. Make sure you support him. It's a really good video. It gives a lot of ideas about teams that you can use in 3v3 that maybe you didn't think about. So definitely check that out.
All right. With that being said, I think we are starting to compile all the names.
I am compiling said names. Mm-hmm. And while I'm doing that...
And I saw you, Rose Taco, misspelling returns, so don't complain when you don't get your
he typed it again afterwards.
Did he? Okay, I was looking at him trying to type it in. I'm like, oh, no.
No, he typed return
I know.
First.
I know. I saw all that he did.
I saw that.
I saw what he did. Don't you worry about that, Dr. Finn.
All right. So let me put together the list. And the first thing I'm going to do is read our Patreon shout out. So this is a shout out of all of our green and above Patreons. Again, thank you all for supporting us in Patreon. It really helps us. And again, all the money goes back into the stream. We've been using it to make a lot of upgrades and a bunch of things. So anything you guys are able to support us with, we always appreciate. So with that, shout outs to our Patreons. So our green Patreons, Hogzilla, Ibong Hard, Revinator, Spaceman Tim, Talawak, Walter Arnold, Warbobby, and Zarathustra. Our blue Patreons, Harbinger and Rayrock. Our purple Patreons, Pete Lamb, Tangent, and Tenebris. And then our gold Patreons, Clone Troop 211, Chopper BZ, Contingent 33, Corinth, Darth Teflon, Maz Kanata, Rose Taco, /Van Rhodes, and The Tor. So thank you all for being our Patreons and supporting us. And now I'm putting it in the chat for you, Ranger.
Okay.
1 second. Put it in Notepad first, I think. There we go. Okay, so these are our chat shoutouts, and Ranger will be reading them as...
This was requested as Mr. Bill Cosby.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they chose, so this is what I'm going to do. Hello, I would like to talk to you, Dr. Finn, about the shoutouts that were presented to me in the chat. Now, Finn, I talked to my wife, Camille, and she said that you have too many people in the chat that have filth, fart, and filth names. Now, when I come to a filth, fart, and filth name, Finn, I'm going to get very angry with you, and then I'm going to be all frizzle-frazzle of the dizzle-dazzle. Now, let us go through these names and see who is who in the thing. Oh. So we have Angie Bree 2000 and Baringo. So far, it's pretty clean. We got Atomic Fish. We got the Bimatsu. We have Captain Obvious and Clone Troop 211, Decepticons, Darth Hideous. We have the Deadpool Kyle and the Devil's Treasure and the Dexatronic with the Dr. Gonza H and the thing. Oh, we have Durgan. We have Felipe Minakashoot. I can't even pronounce this name, Finn. Why do you give me names that are so hard to pronounce? Minikuchi. Wait a minute, Dr. Finn. What did I tell you about putting names in here with the filth, far and filth? This is what I'm talking about. You cannot say Minikuchi on the stream. I think I just did. Damn it. We have Force Master 77, the Goff, Jeff Nicholson, the Grim. We have Helenix, who has too many words in the last name for me to repeat them here. We have Hogzilla, JCat HMI, Jason Hobby, Jason Hommel, John Moran, Kane 77, Cashmere, Lord Megatron, Molly, Maz Kanata, Miss Farquhar, Nathaniel Morgan, Neil Airy, Ouchie Dumpling, Rosa 972. See, this is what I like to see, Finn. Good, clean names in the chat. Now, let's continue. We have Red 5, Revinator, Rose Taco, Sadie Red, Sean Harriman, Seeger Chervanovsky, Shay Locomotive, Sword of the Jedi, Takedown Games. I don't like Takedown Games, Finn, for his specific reason that he has the name of a dick that is called the Stoner Jedi. Stoner Jedi, you've got to not promoting the drugs to the children. Instead, push my pudding pops. We have Danger Revolution, The Tour, The Taco King 2, Tim Beddard, Victor Arnold, Walter Arnold, Widow 73, and Chris Coco. Pretty clean, Dr. Finn. There was nothing in there that made me want to say the filth farting was flying and farting in the friffin'. Thank you all for allowing me to say your names. Keep it clean. Don't be using words like the F or the S or the G. So have a great day and enjoy the stream.
God. Yeah, at some point your Bill Cosby was fading, but you got it back at the end. Right in that middle section, your Bill Cosby faded just a little bit.
You tried doing a voice like that for that long, Finn.
I know. I could tell because I'm doing that voice.
It hurts my voice.
All right. So those were the shout-outs for all of you guys in chat. Thank you all for watching. And we're going to go ahead and get started here with the news. So the first thing that we have is the update that was put out last week, or earlier this week, I should say. And it was to clarify the territory wars. Now, a lot of you guys are in the territory war now, so you already know that the territory war that we're currently doing is vanilla territory war. Now, there was a little bit of a question with regards to, based on the last post that was there was some confusion about what it actually meant for vanilla, because we feel like vanilla was the original one that we played forever, right? Was the First Order and the Bounty Hunters and all those kind of bonuses. These ones had nothing. So for the devs, when you guys see vanilla, something to keep in mind is that vanilla means nothing. So this had no additional bonuses. You were just playing with whatever teams and just kind of going from there. Pretty straightforward. So the reason for the post that was on the 28th was because they had put out the post saying that the 31st was going to be the return of the Ewoks and the Jawas and the Clone Troopers and the Imperial Troopers and the First Order ship. And then the one that was going to be on February, I think it's 14th is what it says on the post, which we'll get to next, was going to be back to vanilla. But people forgot about the one in between on the 28th and were wondering whether or not this was going to be the return of the Ewoks and all of that. And so the post on the 28th was a reminder to everyone that it was going to be vanilla. And so when we go to the next post, which actually happened earlier, they again go through and tell you what we can expect on the upcoming territory wars. So the territory wars that's on the 31st will again be the return of the Ewoks, the Jawas, the Clone Troopers, the Imperial Troopers, and the First Order ships. So that's what we'll have on the 31st. So the territory war after this one. And on February 10th, we will have back to vanilla. So how do you? So I thought it was a little bit confusing personally that they put a vanilla in between the two.
Why do you call it vanilla? It's just territory wars.
I'm fine with vanilla. It's a gaming term too.
I know, but
for like the basic stuff, so I'm okay with that. I'm just surprised they.
Why it gotta be vanilla? Why can't it be strawberry? Why can't it be chocolate, Finn?
Just they have more taste than vanilla.
I know.
I do like vanilla, but yeah.
Yeah, I am a chocolate ice cream.
Vanilla is usually my flavor of choice with a lot of things. It's fairly simple and hard to mess up, but I don't know. I felt it was a little bit odd that they put the vanilla in between the two bonuses. Like it felt like it should be more natural to have them back to back and then two back to back vanillas rather than kind of splitting them up. But what do you think?
I'm fine with it. I mean, territory wars is where you take your best against their best. I mean, it's cool if you want to mix it up with a little bit here and there. I don't like, again, that many teams getting that many bonuses, but I'm fine with it. You know, it doesn't bother me.
Well, here's the thing that I noticed, though, is that there's a lot of people, and I think that was the reason for the post, but it may have been a little bit too late. There were a lot of people, and we're facing a guild that I think may have done that to some extent, still thought that the bonuses were ongoing. Like, they saw the post that said that there was a return of those Ewoks and Jawas and didn't pay attention to the date.
Could be.
And they put some of that stuff on defense. And I know there are other guilds that have done that too. There's some of them that commented about that in
as an officer and stuff, you've got to stay on top of that. And I think it even says when you go into the territory war what the bonuses are and stuff before you
does, but you never know whether or not I don't think a lot of people go into the details tab. To be honest, it's there.
That's fine.
But a lot of people don't go.
That's how you end. That's how you end up with the human centipede. You didn't read the fine print. Sorry.
But there's also a lot of very casual guilds, right? They're just playing this stuff.
Oh yeah.
They may even follow the forums to some extent, but they're not like super like attached to it, and so it's easy to get that confusion with the bonuses kind of splitting up. So I think moving forward, I mean, I'm fine with this. It was a little weird for the way that they rolled it out, but I think moving forward, it would be a better idea if they do back to back with these bonuses, especially since it'll allow guilds like the first time to test things out and see how it works, and then go into a territory war knowing how it worked and then improve their strategy kind of in that immediacy, rather than having to like wait a week or wait for another sequence of territory wars and have something in between. So I'm still fine with the bonuses. I'm kind of looking forward to their return in the next territory war. I think it would have just been a little bit easier for a lot of the casual people in particular that maybe not fully read everything or just kind of see one post and pick things out, that the Ewok thing would have been back to back. But I mean, it's a pretty simple thing, something to pay attention to for all of you guys now, especially those of you guys that are officers in your guild, is that do make sure that you're checking these out. They may or may not be putting them in kind of random orders moving forward, especially since they are trying to make it more fun and playful, and so we don't know what exactly is the fun and playful. So we have to check that for sure.
As long as they don't take crap away from us, I mean, they can mess with it all they want. I don't mind them adding bonuses and stuff like that. I mean, just don't take crap away. Don't do that again, CG.
Oh, yeah. Let's never see that one again.
Ever.
Like, ever. Never, ever.
Not ever,
Jeff
ever.
Nicholson is saying, my guild is way too casual, and we got it. The name of our guild is Relaxed Fun. I'm glad. There are a lot of people that caught it, but there are some that didn't catch it. And that's bound to happen anytime there's a change. And so anytime there's a change, if there's a way to prevent somebody from slipping through the cracks, it always happens.
I mean, if you're really casual, I mean, you're just playing the game to play the game. It's just something we're just bringing up. It's not.
Yep. So that was some of the news that was there. So a little bit of update for your territory wars upcoming, and then the big news.
Revin Returns. Hala Natala. Hala da.
Loki, are you able to talk, by the way? Oh, I forgot to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any thoughts on the territory war stuff?
We should rename the Duel of the Fates Loki song. Loki is smoky. Loki. He comes in to dual wielding double bladed lightsabers that he built for himself.
I like that.
I liked it too.
The territory wars is fine. I don't know. I mean, I guess I like it. They're switching it up and all. It's a good thing. It gives if you get a bad matchup, I mean, during the territory wars where they have the buffs, it could give your guild a chance to beat like a higher GP guild. So I'm all for it. I'm up for the challenge.
Sure, I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
All right.
Really quick, we got $50 donated to our Tiltify, so we're now at $45.88.
Hey,
we're getting closer. We're getting
thank
closer
you for the
and closer
donation,
to giving away
whoever
one
that
of the
was.
socks.
Hey, I like that. Thank you.
Thanks to Walter Arnold. He donated. He said for the socks and Finn wearing a wig.
I mean, it's a double win. Shut up, Finn. You know you're gonna love it because it's for Kyrie. I don't care how ridiculous you look. You'll be.
That's the only reason I can justify.
I know. That's why you're gonna be smiling the whole time because you're like Kyrie's gonna love.
I have to. I can't be sad with the wig and everything for Kyrie. Like that's, yeah. Yeah. No face cam for Loki yet. Loki is driving, so
yeah. You have to wait till you'll have to wait till he gets home. He's on the road again.
All right.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
All right. So. Revin Returns, we just kind of mentioned it. We'll be doing a
stream tomorrow?
A short stream tomorrow, yeah. So we can show you guys our race to Revin. And
yeah. All right. So
that's pretty much it. I haven't saved up the gear. I
did. So much. I could gear like 3 or 4 characters in gear 12 right now with the gear that Revin takes. It's incredible. God.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, a lot of people are going to lock Revin and not have the gear, and it's going to take them a while because that is a crazy-ass farm. Luckily, I've been hoarding.
I will be one.
I have been hoarding like crazy. Nothing's going to stop me other than maybe a blue I missed. But even then, I can farm that really quick. The big purples and all that other stuff are done and ready to go. So, I mean...
I actually have no idea what I was. Because I was literally... So, we say stay on target, right? Mm-hmm. I have a bunch of teams that I'm working on. And so, I've been just focusing on gear 12ing a bunch of characters. And it has allowed me to accumulate a lot of different resources because I've been focusing on very few characters. And lately, I finished some of them, so I was like, then I'll start holding for Revin. So I know I have like maybe 200 Carbantes, but I know he needs like 400 or something. So
it's ridiculous.
I mean, I'll slow level my Revin. I'm fine with that. I'm not too
it's fine. I've got the Zetas, I've got the Omegas, I've got everything I need, and then and I'll be out of Carbantes and a lot of stuff, but I'll have Revin done, and that's okay. And then I go back to the way I was before. Hoarding and just gearing characters, so
what do you think? So here's the thing, right? What do you think is going to happen to, unfortunately, I'm gonna say right now, what do you think is going to happen to the arenas for people?
It's going to come down to mods.
I know there's going to be such an influx of rounds.
The thing is, CLS teams can't beat Revin teams, so you may see some people. I know Mike uses Chewbacca when he climbs in the Revin team, so he can get past and shorten the matches, right? Yeah. So you'll see stuff like that, but it's going to come down to mods. I mean, even people that will unlock Revin will not have the mods to be fast enough. Because a lot of the teams that I face that are ahead of me with Revin, they're nowhere near the mod speed that I can put on Revin. And they know that I'm going to be back in the top 10-5 here very shortly, because once I get Revin, best monster going on, he's going to be 300 plus high, and they're at like 278, with the Revins and 290. It's like, if you go first, I mean, you can still lose, but I mean, there's certain things you'll see change. Maybe some people climb with the CLS team, just to do it. And there's still going to be people that just will not have Revin unlocked. They just haven't focused on it. And, as more people get Revin, you're going to see on the meta report, which we'll cover here eventually, we'll see the influx of Revin here very shortly in the meta.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty crazy. We're also wondering, right? Like when the second time a character comes, there's usually a dominant counter to the team.
Mm-hmm.
At least something that's solid, may not last on defense, but something that helps you climb offensively. Right now, climbing offensively against Revin is still fairly difficult. I mean, you need a high level of mod even to run like the Treya Fallen Bastila, or even if you're going to still run the Maul Enfys team. I mean, all of that stuff does require a high level of mods, and so I'm wondering if they are going to be closer and closer now to introducing the true counter to a Revin team, which is going to be fairly difficult to do, I think, because Revin's kit is ridiculous. I mean, his kit is truly ridiculous the way it works. So, yeah, we'll have to see how it all kind of plays out.
Yeah. So it remains to be seen, but we'll talk more about Revin tomorrow when we unlock him and stuff like that. So, and I'm sure, and we're not really, when we do the stream, guys, it's not going to be that interactive. We're just going to, do the stuff.
We'll look at the chat and stuff, but yeah,
it's not Q and answer. It's going to be no longer than 30 minutes, of us doing it. And then if you want to talk about Revin and stuff after that, it'll be during the lunch stream. So save your questions for then.
That's right.
Science. All right. Schedule update. Let's go to that, right?
Well, no. Let's go to first. Let's do the meta report.
Oh, God.
No, so we have we mentioned it last week, and this is going to be the first week that we're able to show you guys what we are planning on doing with the meta report, because we think it's actually going to be pretty neat, actually, to do the comparison. This is going to be the our meta report, which basically will allow you to see a comparison of what we had last week, which was the first week that we added the image, to this week's, which has a new image. And so what we're essentially doing is comparing what the meta last week was with this week, which is something we were doing kind of just verbally, but we really weren't able to kind of show you guys as much what the actual changes were. And so there's a few things we're tracking now, which we'll be able to see. So first thing, if we look at the regular arena and we compare it between this week and last week, there's really not that much of a difference. Revin is slightly less. He went from 50% to 48. I mean, everything else is fairly close. You see, so instead of 50, he's at 48. Treya, instead of at 26, is at 27. CLS is at 17 instead of 16.
Hey, so, Dr. Finn, you skipped over me.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Go.
Hey, everybody. Harry Carey here. The Meta Report, brought to you by Ranger J 1999 and Finn Need Hookers and Blow Foundation.
No. I want nothing to do with that. Just Ranger.
No, Dr. Finn's lying.
I need Twinkies and porgs.
I'll take the hookers and blow.
There you go. That's a good call, Saley, because Dr. Finn is giving more to us. Have you ever seen a sad Ranger or Dr. Finn not get what they need? Then join this foundation to make sure they get it. All your donations will be used. I guarantee it. It'll be amazing. We'll be out in the pool, and I'll be like, hey, Dr. Finn, what are you doing? He'll be like, I'm over here with my porgs eating Twinkies. And I'm like, good. Why is everything green all of a sudden? Hey! Let's continue on with the meta report. Go ahead, Dr. Finn.
Okay. So when we're comparing the reports, the arena is fairly the same. Fleet had a huge shift. We are actually seeing a huge shift in Fleet.
It's unbelievably how huge it was. We're going to make Fleet great again. We're going to make Rebels rule. I know Rebels. Nobody knows Rebels more than I do. I know them more than the generals, admirals, commanders, Ewoks, everything. I know home one.
So, last week we had a pretty, it was almost an even distribution between the top three capital ships, Chimera, Home One, and Executrix. Chimera was at 38, Home One was at 35, and Executrix was at 20. When we look this week, Home One is at friggin' 79%. Mm-hmm. There was kind of a big change in Fleet.
A little bit.
Just a little. So we're actually seeing between last week and this week in Fleet what we're hoping to see kind of as there's new characters and all of that. And so We're seeing that the rebels are actually becoming more dominant. You can also see in the squads a huge shift as well on which team is being used. Last week, again, somewhat evenly distributed. There was 13% using a home one team with Ghost, Houndstooth, and Millennium Falcon. There was 12% using Houndstooth, Millennium Falcon, and Biggs. And then there were 7% using Chimera with Houndstooth, Imperial TIE, and I think that's TIE Silencer. But if you look now, all three teams are home one, with the first two being 37 and 23%. Those are the same teams that we were looking at last week as the top two, but now they're top two with a much higher percentage. And so there is a huge shift for the overall fleet. So yeah, that's so we're seeing that now. And then with the Zeta report,
oh my God! Hurry up, Finn! You're making my eyes bleed.
Sorry. Zeta report, the top three are the same. What we're added this time, though, is that we're adding the Revin ones. So next week, after the Revin event, we can kind of compare how much the Revin numbers.
That sucker's going to fly up.
That's going to go huge. Right now, you can see they're about 12,000, right around the 12,000 range on average between the number of Zetas on the Revins. We will see, as a good comparison, how many more people are Zetaing Revin the second time after the first time. So it'll be interesting. We've always wondered, right, how many people get a character the first time, how many people get it the second time. Watching the Zetas on Revin is, I think, going to be a huge indication on that. Because everyone is going to be trying to Zeta Revin very quickly here once they get him. So, yeah. That is our Galaxy of Heroes. I see your guys' suggestion. Please feel free to message me. We want to try and make it so you guys can see the comparisons week to week. So if you guys have any suggestions, let us know.
Absolutely.
You can just message me about the suggestions, and I'll try to do it. Right now, this was the format that seemed the easiest to do the comparison, but we can do some side-by-sides and stuff as well. So, yeah.
All right.
That's the meta report. I'll send it off to Harry Carey to close us out.
Hey, thanks, Dr. Finn. You're actually participating for once. It's good to see you have your head out of your butt and joining me in the festivities of celebrating RSG meta reports. I love them so much, about as much as drinking battery acid. Hey, remember, check out that Dr. Finn and Ranger J 1999 Hookers and Blow Foundation. No child should be left behind, especially when their names are Dr. Finn and Ranger.
Okay, so that happened, and now let's go back to some of the news and stuff for you guys. And the next thing is, what do you have next, Ranger? The update for today, right?
Yeah, schedule update 1/30/2019. Hi, Hello Table Heroes. We're updating the client today 1/30 with some minor fixes and adding the February calendar changes. February calendar is live, and the login character is L337.
Let's talk about that. We have to talk about that.
You know what that means, Finn? We're getting Jedi Luke.
L337 is a very interesting choice.
It threw me off completely.
I think it threw everyone off. So, L337, we're expecting Sith Month, and there is a possible relationship with Sith Month, which we'll talk about. But the L337 is a droid, as well as a Han Solo character, as well as a scoundrel. And so L337 as a login character leaves a lot open for people to kind of assume about stuff that's coming. It's a very interesting one compared to the one that was rumored and quoted as being leaked, which is, unfortunately, the Sith Assassin, which is not. And so with L337, I mean, we have some ideas. Ranger, do you want to give some of your ideas? I'll give some of mine.
Well, I mean, with L337, I mean, they're doing something with Solo is the first thing. Mechanimal or something along those lines is the first thing that pops in your brain. Now, they have misdirected us before. It can't be a ship. They've already got Lando's Millennium Falcon in the game. So, okay? What? What's happening here? I mean, now, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will be related, but I say, 90% of the time it is somewhat related to what is going to happen that month.
Yeah.
But for Sith Month, the only thing I can think of it related is Darth Maul, Mechano Maul. However, he's not a Sith. So that means they may be doing something else, like maybe Granny's been bringing up that they may do a Sith ship of some kind. There's been rumors about the end of the month, something happening. It's Sith month. We know something's going to happen. We just don't know what. Now, just because the last couple years they've done Sith month in February, doesn't mean they will. The first year, it's first February that the game came around to, there was no Sith anything. So it's only from 2017 to 17, 18, and then 19 will be the third time. Doesn't mean they will do something. We're assuming they will because it's been kind of traditional. Doesn't mean that they will do something for February for Sith month. So there's a lot of directions they can go with this. I mean, we thought the rumor, because Sith month had been in February, that maybe Malik or something along those lines was going to come out. Then you put L3337 and the login character, and it completely throws everything off. So, or maybe it's the only thing I can think of too, Finn, is that they'll still do something with Sith month this month, but you'll need L337 and the solo characters for March. Maybe?
I mean, usually the event will start at the end of the month and kind of carry over into the next. And so, I mean, that would seem to make the most sense. So we could have an event the starting, I don't know, February 26th or something. And then, I didn't look at the calendar, forgot the exact day, but whatever it is, February 26th, and then carries over. Now, it's not always that way, right? Because we have Slave 1 this week and this month, and the event was a little bit earlier. So it's possible that it kind of changed up a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, I'm thinking that it's going to be solo as well. More so than the droid angle. Although there is some potential that it is going to be droids, and we'll get into that here with the crumb clue that was sent out. But I think it's going to be Han Solo. I think a lot of people got complacent on Han Solo characters after they saw the smuggler event, and thought that that's all that Han Solo were using. And CG does track the stats on who people are farming and where people are low and all of that, right? And so if people suddenly stopped doing Han Solo, then this seems like the perfect way to get people to farm and then make money, right? Because if there's something good coming out,
I had farmed Kira and Han immediately to 7 stars. Vandor Chewie's done. Emphasis is done. Now I'm farming Lando, and I'll have him 7 stars soon. But I had stopped L337 because, I was doing canners. Now I'm thinking, crap. What do I do here? So I may go back and finish L3337. It may be my only option. So
you should.
Huh?
Yes, you should.
Oh,
it's
God.
Grande, Texas Ranger.
Oh, Jesus.
It's
What the hell?
You're like in the dark driving. Can't
What
see
the hell? All I see is lights in the background.
I am the shadow.
Oh, God.
Only Grande.
Ouchie was asking for more people, so there you go. You get.
There he is.
That's the reason why Ouchie was asking. I can only be on for a couple of minutes. Then I gotta go, do kids stuff. But I'll be on a little bit later. But I wanted to drop by and say hi.
It's a drive-by videoing of Grande Patron.
God.
I'm reporting live out in the field. Let me tell you, the grocery store has food.
Oh,
just so you know.
Okay.
Breaking news.
Our man Grande Patron is at the scene of the crime.
Yeah, so, but you guys are talking L337, yeah?
Yeah, and why she might be the login character.
Oh man, the door is wide open, right? I mean,
It's
let me tell you, everybody who thinks that everything coming means we're getting
Oh God, Grande, this is why we have the call-in number.
Grande.
You're fine with that video, Grande.
I mean, the other thing too is that it's droid month with the rework possibly of Grievous. That maybe that's why L337's coming back.
Yeah, but if they really wanted to do Grievous, I think there's other characters they could have put in there.
Right.
Simple one, for example, right? The one that comes to mind is Kenobi. They've been doing Han Solo a couple of times, right? And he's a raid character, so they're not opposed to putting raid characters in the.
Didn't they do Kenobi 1 month?
Already? I don't remember if they did or didn't, but I mean, Kenobi would fit with this. You could also do Dooku. I know.
Sure.
With that one, but Dooku was probably more indicative of Grievous than L337. So
wouldn't wouldn't we also get an entire like separatist rework with a bunch of extra droids, and then
we will talk about that in a minute, Grande, because that all goes back to the flu.
And then they would top it off with some good old Grievous rework. I mean, that's the part I mean, if I was going to do this, right? I mean, if we were going to think, how would I do? I wouldn't do it in some weird, slight, like esoteric way. I'd be like, boom, we're here. It's Clone Wars time. Hello, everybody. Here you go. Here's Droid Daka. Here's this. Here's that. Here's a ship. Here's this other thing. And I'd spend like 2 or 3 months working up to, boom, here's your Grievous rework. I wouldn't be like, well, you know.
Yeah, and Chad is pointing out, Kenobi was the character of the month in November when everyone thought Grievous was coming, and then Grievous wasn't there. So,
I'm telling you, these people that are stretching for Darkside Rev, I mean, why would we get a second coming of Darkside Revan before we got Jedi Luke? What I think is more interesting is we are due for Jedi Luke. We are due for Jedi Luke.
I think it's coming at the end of the year, though, with the movie.
Yeah, I think before November, we like September, October, we may get Jedi Luke, and then
somewhere closer to the movies.
And then when the characters for November, December start rolling around, then we'll start seeing the new characters for the movie start being introduced. We've done that before.
I mean, you want to be on the road for the next thing? Finish up freaking Sith Assassin and Sith Bomber. You want to be on the road for the next thing? You know, keep
that next thing.
I'm kind of with you, Grande. I think that we're gonna get something Sith ship related, and Sith the B-28 bomber are probably coming up. But that being said, that still doesn't lead anything with L3. L3 is a very confusing login character.
At the very end of the month, they could give us Beckett, man.
They could.
I mean, it is, and Jeff Nicholson in the chat is correct. I mean, CG never dubbed February Sith month. The players kind of did because of 2 consecutive years of Sith stuff coming in that month. So we have deemed that kind of Sith month. The devs in the past have kind of taken and run with stuff that players have coined, right? So it wouldn't be the first time that we've called something Sith month, and then as a result, they kind of ran with it. And so
it's like we know we're going to get a lot of cool stuff in August, right? Mm-hmm. We know that because we kind of memed the crud out of that a couple years back. It's like the Chewy shards. It's like whatever else.
Yeah, so I mean, we've deemed it as like a player-based Sith month. Now there's no official Sith month, so it's quite possible L337 again going back to the solo characters will result in maybe our list when we were initially looking at it, Dryden Voss, Beckett, or Meccano Maul, or just Maul, however you want it. And so it's possible. That's what L33 is looking at. We haven't gotten enough clues to actually think of anything. Loki, what do you think? What do you think L337 means for the game in February? Are you there, Loki? I think he's there. I don't think Loki's there.
Bueller?
He was trying.
Satan? Are you there, Satan?
So there is a bunch of stuff that was hinted at, and so we'll kind of get to that as well, which I think everyone is kind of looking at. But so the next thing, again, before we get to that discussion, February calendar for all of you guys to have an idea about stuff that's coming up. February, we have the Revin event that's showing up now. Starting the 1st, we have the Endor escalation. We have Secrets of Shadows on the 2nd. We have another Omega battle with the Rebels and Geonosians on the 3rd. We have the heroic Ghost of Dathomir on the 5th. And then we have another Fleet Mastery for Home 1 on the 7th. So for those of you that don't have Home 1 yet at 6-star, and I will try to get it together so you can start getting the Fleet Mastery and getting the shards you need in order to get it to 7-star. You can see by the fleet report that Home 1 is definitely the dominant ship right now, and Home 1 is needed for Chimera. So for those of you that don't have it already, make sure you are working on your Home 1. So that covers us at least for the next week in terms of events. In terms of territory battles, we have a territory battle starting on the 4th. It's a Rebel Assault battle. And then we have our territory war that we're starting after this current one. So there we go.
All right. So moving on. They said added a frame story to each mission and legend of the Old Republic to help better explain what is going on in each mission. Context: Knights of the Old Republic is a big game, and distilling it into a mobile experience is challenging. Given that it also released 15 years ago, there is a considerable chance users will either have never played the game or otherwise not know what each mission is trying to represent. By adding these additional lines, we hope players can get a better sense of the overall narrative and what's part of the KOTOR each mission is approximating. Catgas. Okay, I like that. Fixes local.
We don't have to go through that. They put some fixes.
Okay, so that's first orders.
The only thing is they fixed the Jawa,
I was just reading through
Jawa
real
special
quick.
with
Yeah.
the Jawa event. So again, when they use an ability on a basic attack, they're supposed to, on a stunned enemy, get everyone to attack, right? But there was a bug that was allowing Jawas to attack even on targets that weren't stunned. So that's what I think they fixed. So we got that. Look, it's Loki!
Is he really there?
He is. See, he gave a thumbs up. See?
It took me a while, man. Sorry about that. But good. You guys can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
All right.
There we go. We have Loki with us too.
Yay! And the Eighth of Minstrels. Loki, are you back home and relaxed and maxing in California?
I am.
Are you happy that you're not in negative 50-degree wind chill weather?
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Yeah, all of our fans up north, be safe. This weather is not to mess around with.
Yeah, that's nuts. Man.
I have done winter survival in the Army in that kind of cold. It is not pleasant. So just being in it for a few minutes is miserable. So just
Man, I was watching the news, and there's some people that are literally nuts. So I wasn't aware of this. I'm sure the people that are there were. So I guess near some of the highways in Chicago, they have what's called like Tent City, which is, I guess, a bunch of homeless people have their tents set up, and it's all just kind of in one area that they all kind of stay together. And they were interviewing some of them. And Chicago, to their credit, had like a bunch of buses and stuff that they're doing in order to provide like heating, and they're opening up additional shelters for all of this.
Yeah.
And they're interviewing some of these homeless people, and they're like, yeah, we don't want to go into that. It's going to be too crowded and everything in there. So we're just going to stay in our tents. And this one dude like opened up his tent, and it's literally just filled with propane tanks. I'm like, what the... That cannot be safe. I understand the struggles of like homeless and just trying to collect things, but there is no way it can be safe for you to be in a tent
It ain't
filled
about
with
being
propane.
Safe, and it's about surviving.
That is definitely a hazmat violation, man.
Yeah, I don't think we care.
I'm like, you're gonna blow yourself up. Like, this isn't no. I felt like so bad watching that because he's like, yeah, it's gonna be too crowded in there. I just can't. It's like, oh god.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby. When you're going to use propane tanks as a homeless person, the best ones I recommend is my company's.
It's very sad. I really hope everyone does stay safe for all of you guys that are listening and
be
stuff.
safe,
Yes,
guys.
definitely,
Totally be safe. We want you to stay safe. All right, next thing is...
All right, so we talked about the calendar.
Yeah.
We went through the calendar. Yeah. There are some changes to the...
Wait, now
pass.
that Mr. Gingivitis is here, Mr. Sanley, who's been
He's been here. He's been helping me collect
questions.
questions.
Here. He's collecting questions, but are you ready for Revin, Mr. Ginger Ninja?
I already got him last time.
I hate you.
Hell yeah. How you do it?
I know. I just wanted to hear him talk. All right. The next one is Hi Holotable Heroes. Here's a list of some of the upcoming events for February. Cheers.
Yep, and we went through that already. I went through all the stuff that's coming the week, so we're good with that one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking if there's anything that pops in for me.
Just a Home 1 event. Make sure that you guys are working on that if you don't have Home 1 at 7-star yet, because you need it for Chimera, and Home 1 is the dominant fleet ship, so we're good there.
But only if you have Millennium Falcon.
Nah, even then, Home 1 is good. It works well under Geos as well.
It doesn't
You can work on your Geos and Home 1.
And before Millennium Falcon came, Home 1 had less than 1%. There's a reason for that.
No, Endurance was the weak one. Endurance was always weaker than Home 1, and I couldn't understand why. But Home 1 is actually really good with Geos. The Geo team that I ran in Fleet for a little while was Home 1.
I haven't seen that team in a long time. So.
Oh, I love that team. I think that team was very much underrated.
I always use Geos with Executrix, so...
I know. A lot of people use the Executrix. I liked it with Home 1.
That's fine.
So much fun.
That's why you're fanning on me. All right, next one. New 4 fleet packs and retirement of the fleet mega pack. Hi, Holotable Heroes. In an upcoming update, we're going to introduce the 4X fleet pack for 1895 crystals. This pack is very similar to the 1X fleet pack, but will contain 4 cards, with each card containing between 10 to 100 blueprints. We will continue selling the 1X fleet pack, 499 crystals, also ships only, but we will be retiring the fleet mega pack, the 2499 crystal pack that contained both ships and pilots at this time. All right.
So for those of you guys that were buying the fleet packs and stuff, there's a change to it. So there you go. I hope this is a sign, though, that when they release new ships, that they're not going to do that ship and pilot pack again. Because I know a lot of people thought that was a waste because they already had the pilots and stuff. So hopefully that's kind of getting rid of that whole concept of packaging them up repeatedly instead of just separating them.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would make more money that way, too.
Oh, I'm sure. All right, so that is all the updates that I have right now.
That is. Now, we have the big piece that wasn't in the news, but instead it was by Crumb in a podcast. So on the stream of Cubs and Arnold yesterday, Crumb came on and put a sentence that was very confusing to everyone, and no one really understood what it was, and so it's been the major topic of speculation for everything. And that is the quote, which I have in the description also. The bees have left the hive and the handkerchief is blue. That's it. That was the statement. Nobody knows what the hell he was talking about. It was confirmed by Cubs that it was the real Crumb that did that. So, Loki, we haven't heard your thoughts on it. I don't know if you've...
Didn't even know about it, man.
There you go. So what do you think that means? The bees have left the hives, and the handkerchief is blue.
I don't know. When the bees leave the hive, what happens, right? So the queen is either dead or...
Loki went like full-on literal with it.
Or they're getting food. I mean, it's that's a tough one, man. I'm gonna think about it throughout the stream, but I got nothing for you right now, man. I mean, the bees left to hide. The handkerchief is blue.
So the general idea that people were thinking about was that the bees leaving the hive refers to the Geonosians, and the handkerchief is blue refers to the fact that Grievous is always coughing. That is the general idea, and Grievous's cloak was blue, and so.
He was on Arnold's stream. Is that what you said?
Yeah, the cup stream that Arnold and
there's another meaning for blue handkerchief. It means that you're into anal sex.
No, insanely.
It's a fact. Sorry.
Why would you bring that up?
Here we are trying to clean up the content, and sanely just
I cut down my cussing, I did all that stuff, and then say you're gonna just drop a bomb in here.
You're welcome.
All right then. So
I'm
assuming that has nothing to do with.
I'm pretty sure that's not what this is referring to.
All right then. So with that,
knucklehead.
The general idea is that
I blame myself. I said Stanley needed to talk more. I'm sorry. I've unleashed the beast.
All right, so if we're looking at
Grande can talk at length about what all the handkerchiefs mean.
We really will not let him do that. I'm telling you.
God. So what we're looking at is, I think, something with Geonosians and Grievous, and I think that's why a lot of the chat was saying Grievous earlier. Personally, I think trying to tie L3 to Grievous is a little bit of a stretch. It's possible with the droid synergy, right? But I think there's other characters they could have put if Grievous was the main intent of that login character of the month. So I think we have a couple of things that we're looking at potentially happening this month.
Well, to Queen Amidala, right, or Padme.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I think we're getting the Geonosis skin for territory battles and potentially territory wars, and maybe even Grand Arena. Although Grand Arena is more on like the holo table, so it's probably not the exact same. But when we're looking at what the potential is there, then it's I think it's a Geonosis map and potentially a Grievous capital ship, which is what I was talking about earlier. I
See what you started, Saintly. Bimatsu donated $2.99 plus one for Saintly's comment. Then Bimatsu donated another $2.99 and says another plus one for Saintly's comment.
Hey, you're welcome.
It's working.
It's working.
We still have some time. If we can hit 4750 on the American Cancer Society Tiltify total, again, I will give away one of these pairs of socks. You guys can pick either large or medium. And the medium is actually fairly small. I saw the question from Farquhar. I don't know if you can see it. It's a 6 to an 8.5, which is smaller than most medium sizes that I'm used to. So yeah, it is fairly small. All right. So so back to the discussion. God, Saintly just derailed this whole thing. So I'm thinking that it is a Geonosis map with Midriff Padme as a character coming into Guild Event Store. I think L3 is still directing towards a solo character, and because we have deemed it as Sith month, I'm still thinking it's Meccano Maul. What do you think overall then, Ranger?
I'm completely lost. I mean, this is all speculation. We have no bloody idea what they're talking about. I mean, the only Hive creatures that come to mind first popped in is Geos. The blue handkerchief made me think of Grievous. I mean, anything else besides that, what that pertains to, a character, a map, anything, I mean, your guess is as good as mine at this point. You know, some are pretty blatant, you know, when they did hey, check out the next character, beep boop, beep boop. I wonder who that's going to be. Not sure. Oh, could it be R2-D2? Now, some of the other puzzles and clues have been kind of... I like that they do this kind of stuff. I think it's cool. But what it means and what specifically, I don't know. I mean, that's such a general statement. You know, there's other... I mean, I'm just thinking the game, Geos are the ones that qualify for that kind of, you know, description. There are other characters and factions and races in the galaxy that would fit too, in the EU canon and stuff like that. But good God and gravy, I have no idea.
Yeah, I know it is so general. It's hard to figure out. Loki, any ideas now that we've kind of discussed a little bit? What do you think this may imply?
I agree with almost everything you guys said on probably a territory battle map rework. I mean, it's overdue already. I'm tired of Hoth. So I think who was it? Was it Crumb again? I'm sorry. Crumb going on that stream. Yeah. I know Arnold made a big deal about Grievous reworks and all that. So I guess it's fitting for Crumb to go on his stream and actually give him a little, you know, Easter egg like that. So I'm definitely leaning Grievous, and I do like if we can get Solo Maul, if we can get that Meccano Maul or whatever he is, right? Whatever that Maul character is, if he's a criminal Maul or something like that, I don't know, but that would be pretty sweet. And then it would kind of break the tradition of, or you know, it would add to the tradition of Sith month, right?
Sure.
So you'll get the one Sith character, and then you get big major reworks that the community's been asking for anyway. So I think it would be nice, and again, you know, mentioning what the community wants, this would probably be nice to actually give the community what they want for so long. So
yeah,
I'm all for it.
And Molly makes an interesting point, and it's quite possible Crumb does leave clues in weird things, and they do tend to need decoding, right? So it's possible it's not going to be even as as literal as us trying to make it with the bees left the hive and the handkerchief. Molly says that it's an anagram, which is quite possible.
Could be,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
Crom also did the one post where every the start of every sentence, if you took the first letter, it says it is not Revin or something like that a while ago when everyone thought Revin was coming to the game, right? So it's possible that this is also an anagram in order to try and figure out. There is no G in this entire thing, so it's not going to say Grievous minimally. You do have enough to make the invisible hand, which could be Grievous's capital ship, which is still what I'm thinking.
Could be that too. I mean, there's all kinds of possibilities.
Yeah.
The L337, I'm just trying to figure, do we need to have L337 for an event? You know, that's the thing.
I mean, my guess would be yes.
So, I mean, I just was thinking about that. I'm like, I'm going to have to farm this turd back to 7 stars like I was working on. So, not that that's a bad thing, but...
No, she's a good character.
I will be upset if I have to do that for her, and then
she's a good character, though. You'll be able to use her in your scoundrel team.
Oh, yeah, she's a great character. That's why I was working on her, but I'm like, I don't want to get caught with my pants down again. I've been taking these characters on the Dark Side Basilisk and Candace, to at least 5 stars in case there was a legendary at the end of this month, but I'm not so sure about that anymore now.
Yeah,
I really am.
It's hard to tell what exactly all of this is leading towards, so we'll see. It'll be interesting. I'm sure at some point Crom is going to drop a puzzle for us.
Crom.
So once he drops the puzzle for us, I'm sure he'll give us an idea.
Every time I hear his name, I just go right to Arnold's prayer in Conan the Barbarian. Crom, I've never prayed to you before. I have no tongue for it. No one, not even you, will know if we spent a lot of crystals, a few.
But again,
why we played and why we didn't.
Same thing as normal. Stay on target with whatever you're farming. A lot of what we're discussing, for those of you that are new or watching or newer players and all of that, what we are typically discussing is for a late game player. Those that have, again, Revin, Thrawn, CLS, Jedi Training Ray, C-3PO, Chewbacca, Yoda, Emperor Palpatine, all the legendary and
yeah, you gotta stay on target.
Yeah. Whatever you're doing, focus and finish that. Don't go chasing every potential lead for something that may or may not come, because that's how you set back your roster. And so what we're discussing now is for a lot of the people that we know that are in the chat are at the point that they have all those characters or will have Revin after he comes back, right? And so they're trying to figure out what the next big thing is. What is the next thing that they can farm in order to try and prepare for content that is going to come out? Because especially as a free-to-play, you're trying to get ahead of the curve as long as you're already gotten the main stuff done. And so the main things when we're looking at the overall concept of the game and where it is and what February has typically meant, I think what we're looking at is, and you guys can say, I think we've come to a relative agreement on most of this, a Geonosis map for territory battles, I think we all think is coming. Potentially a Grievous capital ship. Maybe a rework. I'm not really sold on the rework, but I'm more sold on a capital ship for Grievous, I think, at this point. Obviously, no super confidence in any of them, but they're there. The other part would be L337 leading to a potential Han Solo character, because this would be the perfect thing for CG to do. Because as soon as they released, again, the smuggling event, a lot of people stopped their farm of Han Solo characters because they thought that the only thing Han Solo characters were used for was the smuggling event. And so you have a lot of people that stopped their farm on Han Solo characters, and introducing it now would be a perfect way for them to get money. Simply put, you release Han Solo needed character for a legendary of some kind, you'll get people to pay for the character.
Yeah.
Oh, so Saintly was correct. They're going to screw us again.
Yeah. That's what the blue handkerchief. God damn it.
I'm not worried about it. I've got everything pretty much done on those characters. It's going to be L337, so but I think a lot of the player base will be like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, Lucky was right, oh no.
And yeah, so for all of you guys, make sure you focus on the main characters first before you start jumping to all of these. And then the other thing is Sith ships.
Always.
Yeah, Sith ships is the other thing we've been looking at. because there are 4 now. They just had the event with Millennium Falcon. They just
Could
required
be,
4
yeah.
bounty hunters. And so it's possible that you need 4 Sith ships. And it's Sith month. There's really no indication of any Sith character right now, especially without the movement of Karth and Juhani into free-to-play. And so that makes it a little bit more difficult to get out a Darth Malak this month. So just something to consider, something to think about for those of you guys that are trying to figure out what the next best things are.
All right.
So that's basically all the stuff that happened in the news, our thoughts and stuff, our guessing
Pretty
on
much.
what may or may not be coming here. So yeah, I think we can go ahead and jump to questions now.
All right.
Okay. So first question from Mayong. With Revin coming out, if you were going... Oh, actually, before we go into that, let me ask that question first since I started, but we have to do Twitter responses too. Almost forgot. So, question from Mayong. With the Revin event coming out, if you were going to split Revin and Bastila and make 2 Jedi team, how would you ideally want to build each?
Loki, what do you think?
For Zeta Bastila, I actually like to throw the tanks with her. So I think right now the team I really like is Zeta Bastila with Zaris, Kanan Ezra, and Old Ben. I think is the team that I'm liking right now. And then for Revin, then you go Revin, Jolie, Grandmaster Yoda, Hermit Yoda, General Kenobi. So the reason I want to throw the tanks with Bastila, especially like not the auto taunters, is because she does the auto taunt. She gives the ability to auto taunt on all the tanks at the start of the battle, which is pretty annoying.
Very nice.
All right. Okay, so we'll get back to questions here in a second.
Before you do that, what kind of socks are those?
Oh.
We're asking.
Oh, okay. So they are stance stocks. Let me see if you can see the label here. They are stance. They're really cool socks, and they have a Chewbacca with a bunch of stormtroopers on them. They're actually really cool socks. So again, if we can hit 4750 by the end of the stream here, I will give away one of these. You can pick. One is a large and one is a medium. I'll give away one of them. You can pick the size to one of the people that donated between the start of the stream and the end. So, okay. So the Twitter question that we had was, again, what SWGOH content would you like to see RSG make or talk about in a 5 to 10 minute video?
Okay.
And so that's because we are going to be trying to make some short videos on different content for you guys. And so let's go through some of them. 5 to 10 minute video of Ranger using different voices doing play-by-play of some of his legendary Thrawn and Chewbacca attempts.
You know, I did that. I did when they were one night when we were doing Heroes of the Storm. I did Harry Carey doing the play-by-play. I thought everyone was going to die.
That was pretty awesome. You can do that with your. We can do that. We can go back to your Thrawn and see if we can add some play-by-play to it.
Possibly. I'd like to do a game where it's interaction, like maybe Tactical Monsters, or something like that. I can do the play-by-play of you guys. Galaxy here is a little bit harder. I can't do that, but there's some other voices I could do as well. But it's a consideration. Put that on the box, Finn. We can try to do something like that.
All right. Next one is, how about a short video about how the Tuskens are the true meta and everyone needs to have them at Gear 11?
Oh, I'm not doing that to you guys. Ever. Never, ever really do that.
I do like Tusken Raider, and Tusken Shaman has some uses, but hell if they're meta and hell if they're anything besides like late game characters. That's pretty much it. Next one, how to properly mod different factions and also best counters to use in Grand Arena, especially 3v3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Yeah.
I'll say at least for the 3v3 part, I haven't really done too much experimenting, to be honest.
I have.
Okay. So I'll let you handle that. The modding of the factions, I can definitely do more of.
Yeah, next time it comes around, me, you, and Loki and Grande could sit there and I'll stream it. We'll pick the teams, why we're picking it, that kind of stuff, and so you guys can see it. So.
All right. Next one, a step-by-step guide featuring Grande on how to correctly catch a chicken with a jacket.
I mean, that's...
Or tits with Grande and a chalkboard writing the spelling of and not UV. And making Grande write it over and over again. God.
My God.
Next one, a 5 to 10 minute video about why you shouldn't Google things and have a testimonial about tits about the Merkin fiasco.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, thanks for bringing up horrible memories, Stanley, you piece of filth.
That wasn't me.
You said
you talking about the handkerchief one.
Right. Thanks, Stanley.
He's talking about that. He's just going back to that, Stanley.
Thanks, Obama.
But I didn't do the Merkin thing.
No, I know you didn't, but...
That's obviously grim.
Yeah, but both you... Stop it.
Okay. 3v3 Grand Arena brainstorming where you all assisted Ranger was very helpful, so maybe more of that. Yeah, we can definitely do that.
And 5v5 we'll do that as well.
Yeah. And then a top 5 video for each faction. Like, these are the best 5 First Order, Night Sisters, etc. Yeah, okay. I think we can start doing that.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll make that lazy bastard Loki do it. Oh, Loki! I'm sorry, I didn't see you there.
No problem.
Darth Hideous wants more mods. Okay, we can definitely do more with mods for sure.
Okay.
5 to 10 minute video on the difference between playful teasing and malicious trolling.
Okay, we're not doing that, Hellenix.
Poor Hellenix. Hellenix got screwed because some people are just not.
Isn't it sad that as soon as you heard the comment, I knew who it was from?
I think most people know. Most people know Hellenix would never do that, but somebody is desperately trying to make people believe it. It's just sad.
I know. I love Hellenix.
But yeah, okay.
We love you,
So
Hellenix.
it looks like a lot of you guys want some mod videos and some mod videos and some faction videos. We can definitely start doing that. So
sure.
Be on the lookout. We'll start putting some stuff together here.
Okay.
We'll get back to questions now.
I like it.
All right. So next question from Rose Taco.
Oh, wait, isn't Stanley doing the questions?
Do you want to read the questions, Stanley?
Sure.
Okay. You can read the questions.
Okay, you already did Rose Taco, right?
No, I was just starting it, and then I'm handing it over to you.
Okay, Rose Taco, question: my 7-star Imperial TIE Fighter is not hitting hard enough to remove the protection from a 7-star MILF, so Poe can clean up. What can I do to increase damage? TIE Fighter pilot is 7-star 5 dot level 15 mods, not all 15A.
Unfortunately, it's 6E.
There's nothing else you can do, yeah. It's 6E.
Yeah, 6E and then 12.5 gear.
That's it. And even then, it's still...
Yeah, he has to crit. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And they don't crit all the time.
I mean, you want him to get a target lock on and some other things, especially if you're running silencer in that beginning fleet, because that just starts revving up your silencer faster. Once target locks apply to Bosk or whatever ship you're going after, that's when you really start seeing, the one shots coming in. But yeah, it's tough. Even if you do all that, it's still tough. Look, everybody, a wild Grande Patron has joined us from the wild.
Yes, hello. How are you?
Just in time for questions.
That's right.
All right. Let's do some more questions here. Next one, Stanley.
Tim Van Ness. Question: I am trying to donate, but I keep getting this message. Your payment session has expired. Please return to the participating website and try again. Is this because I live in Central America?
That may be because they do payment through PayPal, and I know there are some Central American rules with PayPal and stuff.
Could be, yeah.
That may very well be it. I'm not sure. Hi, McVenom.
Hello.
Oh, we got the whole crew going here all of a sudden.
Oh my gosh.
We
was here for
just
questions.
finished packing. You can tell. Loading the van, everything.
Mm-hmm.
This is the real me, guys. This is what
You don't know her.
packing for a whole big family.
And she's drinking sake.
It's actually Kung Fu Girl wine.
Okay. I was wrong.
So we have another $10 from the Taco King. So thank you very much. Make sure you guys donate to the rewards and the polls and the challenges too. So you guys can
just don't donate, but donate to those challenges. It gives you some chance for some free stuff.
You can make me wear a wig, or you guys can get the wristband, or you can make good old Maurice dance the truffle shuffle or the Dougie. I mean, there's all kinds of things for you guys. So
teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
But as for the question with regards to the donation, that may not work. But here's what we'll do. If we can get at least close to our total and what you were going to donate works, donate to the American Cancer Society page directly, which is in the description as well. It's the main.acsevents.org link in the description. And if you donate through that, then message me that you donated, because we don't get as much on the notification side on that. And if we get close to the total and your amount would get us to $47.50, you will be included in the drawing. How about that?
How about this? Hellenix just said, finally, my favorite RC crew member has arrived. Referring to Tits. Hellenix, I'm never standing up for you again. You're on your own, buddy.
Can you blame him?
No,
Thank you, Hellenix.
I can't.
I needed that today.
But that hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
Well, I'm sure your second favorite, Ranger.
No, I don't want to be second fiddle. I don't want to be the third wheel. I don't want to be second fiddle. I don't want to be the rebound. I don't want to be any of those things. So,
make a good wingman.
I am a good wingman, yes.
I'm telling you. And coming from a guy who knows a lot about chickens, you are an excellent wingman.
I do, yeah.
About chickens or chicks?
Chickens. I said a guy who knows a lot about chickens. He's an excellent wingman.
Got it.
A guy that knows a lot about...
I don't know a lot about chickens. I know a lot about steak.
Yeah. Grande, you're on a timeout.
Okay. Next question. Please, Stanley, next question.
Dark Side Ranger J 1999.
Oh, God.
Question: Ranger was adamant that Jedi Knight Revin was an abomination, and even pleaded with the player base to not purchase the tune as a sign of protest, which failed. So why now is he so eager to get the tune, given that he was so vehemently against the mere concept of the tune only months ago? Emperor Zeppo.
Well, I mean, I explained this, I think, earlier. It's not that I like the concept or anything like that. It's meta. I don't have a choice. Now, I didn't spend any money to get them. My biggest thing with Revin, one, I hated the concept of Jedi Knight Revin. That being said, the other bigger issue I had was the money grab, right? That was my main point of emphasis. I haven't spent a dime. I have to play this game. I'm in a top tier guild, and now if I was casual, I wouldn't really care. But I need them, so I'm going to invest. And we do the stream, so you guys want to see me have Revin. So there's a lot of things like that. I can't just put my pride on the line and be like, well, I'm never going to unlock him. Well, that does nothing for you guys, and it doesn't do anything for my guild. It is what it is.
The other thing that was really great about you not having him, though, for a while, was you were able to show all of the different counter teams.
Yeah, I mean, I did. Not by, but
I mean,
it's just
not by choice, but by necessity. But
we were able to learn a lot about counters and playing around with it.
We learned a ton about counters for him.
Absolutely. So, I mean, circumstances dictate your actions sometimes. I don't have a choice. I mean, I do have a choice. I could just quit the game. I don't have to play the game. But we all know that ain't happening because we're way invested with you guys. And
we're addicted. There you go.
I mean, we are totally addicted to you guys. The game I could quit in a heartbeat.
Idiots.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm addicted.
I know we are idiots.
Yeah, to the community, I'm totally addicted to.
Absolutely.
To the game, I'm not. I could quit this game. I've quit lots of other games, but I didn't have a community like this that I was involved in, and kind of people look to me and send me questions all the time in Discord and things of that nature. So, for me to be the top that I can be for you guys. My account's the one that's on the stream the most. My account's the one that everybody looks to. I'm the one that takes it on the chin when new events comes out and stuff. When I put my 3v3 on there, good or bad, most of the time, and most of it's good, but when I fail, I fail, and I show it live. I don't hide anything. I'm as transparent as hell. But that's for you guys. So if I have to get Jedi Knight Revin and make the investment and have all the gear and stuff for you guys, yeah, I'm going to do it. So I have to swallow my pride and do what's best.
Next question.
Tangent Revolution. Question: Why make millions of dollars when you can make thousands?
Excellent point number 2.
Science.
Grande, why make U.S. money when we can make Canadian money? Perhaps.
Next question.
I love that question. Promote that man.
Darkside Ranger J 1999.
Oh
Question.
no.
Which team should I farm first? First Order for Territory War Defense or Kira with Scoundrels for Grand Arena?
Mini-Me, would you like to take this question?
I don't know what the hell
and
that
use your
was.
big boy voice, clone.
I'm not sure who Mini-Me would be.
Yeah, who is Mini Me?
It's Ranger.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got confused. Well, there's been many preparations we've gone through for these teams. Preparations A through J failed horribly. So we will use this called Preparation H. I'm very comfortable with that. With the preparation squad of Kira. I would farm Kira first. I'm
Yes,
joking. No,
absolutely.
you want to do First Order because you need BB-8.
And they have
Pillar
really
system,
great-
man.
It's always pillars.
Yeah.
Gotta get that BB-8.
Darkside.
And first order's really great, right?
They're really
I mean,
good. I like them.
ships. I mean, some of their ships are going to be counter meta for a long time.
Next question.
Darkside Ranger J 1999. Question: with Grand Arena, did CGF themselves with whales? Now second thinking, fluffing their GPs. And should we petition CG to pressure Arnold to shut down his channel since he lied to his viewers?
Oh, god damn! Oh my god! All right, so let's take the first part. Let's take the first part. Then we'll take the second part. So first part is whales. Don't worry about fluff GP because they're whales.
They don't
They
really
ain't worried
have
about.
fluff GP.
Yeah, they
All
don't
their
have fluff
stuff is
GP.
usable.
Let's just be pretty clear about that.
All their stuff is usable.
Yeah, they don't. There's no fluffy GP in there. I mean, they're just not, unless it's a character that they just haven't invested in that's just sitting there like 6 stars or something.
I'm going to tell you, I actually had just as a whale kind of example. I actually had a conversation with somebody about how to correctly use Gamorrean Guard today, as an example at G12. That was part of my conversation with another whale.
I do like the Marine Guard.
But as into your second question,
He didn't lie. So he said he was going to close.
He wasn't
was
truthful
gonna shut down
either.
His channel, but he did it on a different channel.
he
now.
did it.
Keep in mind.
So here's the thing: people ask me about this. I'm like, Arnold's just being Arnold. He's being cheeky.
Arnold is in law school. He knows what he's doing when
Right.
he's saying.
So he
it.
says, "I will delete my
If you guys
channel."
weren't aware,
he
he
did
showed it on
say he
his
was going to
stream.
be that channel.
said he was gonna
However,
delete his
you
channel.
implied, and people took it a certain way.
Exactly.
And so, I mean, do you honestly think he's going to delete his channel
I
over
knew he
a
wasn't going to
character?
delete the minute.
Of course he wasn't.
You
He
know.
moved and got like a new place and is making it like his full-time thing. Like there's no way he's
no
gonna.
way.
I mean, it's semantics.
I
Did he
could've-
lie? Did he not lie? I don't know. I mean, it's how you interpret the statement. I will delete my channel. He didn't say, I will delete my Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes channel.
Right.
So it's a
he
play
wasn't
on
deleting Arnold
words.
T101 channel. He was deleting one of his alt channels.
Right.
So.
I knew-
He
So
didn't necessarily lie. I
it's
think people-
semantics. Some people don't, for some people, when you say something, they
And if you
interpret it
did-
one
and
way.
if you did- and if
so-
you didn't know that that's what was going to happen from the very beginning, shame on you. I mean, I knew it the minute he said it. I knew it was going to be something like that.
Yeah, I knew there was some kind of stuff going on. So, I mean, I don't think he... Did he mislead? Yeah, he kind of misdirected there a little bit with what people were expecting, because some people took that as, oh snap, Arnold's serious. He's gonna if they don't do, he's putting the pressure on CG, and a lot of people were like, yeah, get him, Arnold, that kind of stuff. Like Arnold's, he's gonna get CG and make them do
I think
this.
people are making way too big a deal.
But
Of
yeah,
it. I
it's-
understand why. I think people are just having fun with it and trying to say that he was misleading, but they're just having just more fun. With
So yeah, so there's different ways to look at it. I've never really talked to Arnold that much. I don't know him as one of the game changers. I don't know that well.
it. I talked to him a couple of times. He's a nice dude.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
a great dude. And stuff. I just
I
don't
just
know
realized
him.
he's going to law school.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
what-
know him that well. So I mean, to be able to judge his character, I'm not going to do that.
He lawyered it up for all of you.
But I
There
think
you
what
go.
Arnold does for the community
Is good.
is
It's fine.
fantastic. So if it's a little cheeky, but I don't think it was designed to be fraudulent. Is the
I would
correct
agree with
word.
that.
He wasn't out to get more, to mislead his viewers and stuff like that. I think he was being a little tongue in cheek. He thought maybe he put some pressure on CG and keep his word. So, it is what it is. You can interpret it however you want.
There you go. Next question.
Joff Nicholson. Question: do the blue and red arrows in territory war and territory battles actually have any significance? Do they mean or measure anything?
The blue or red arrows.
It's like blue or red arrows.
I'm trying to remember where
You mean
he's talking
damage? The type of damage?
Is this in the graphic screen? On the graphic screen, there may be a graphic and it's in galactic.
Oh,
the little dots. Yeah,
I know what he's talking about. The little arrowheads. He's talking about the little arrowheads. I know what he's talking about.
In Grand Arena?
No. In territory wars and in territory battles.
They change depending on which side is winning.
Right.
Yeah. The numbers do kind of change. You'll see that one side will slowly start to get like the red is on defense and the blue is on offense. Unless it's your opponents are always going to have the red arrowheads, and yours are always going to be blue. And you'll see that as the other side is winning, you're going to see a greater number of your defenses are going to fall, or the opponent's defenses are going to fall. So if you're attacking, the little red arrowheads are going to drop. If they're attacking you, the little green or the little blue triangles or arrowheads are going to drop. So that's all it is. It's kind of visualization of the status of your defensive teams and the offense that's been going through. That's all that is.
Dark Side Ranger J 1999
Oh, no.
question: which Hogwarts house do you each belong to?
Which
Oh
what?
no.
This would be great.
I'm Slytherin, baby.
I'm
I
Slytherin.
am too.
I'm Slytherin as well.
If I had been Slytherin, I would have capped that ass on Harry Potter.
My three children are in Hufflepuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Ravenclaw, and my wife is a Hufflepuff.
Yeah, I'm Slytherin.
I'm Slytherin.
Yeah,
unlimited power.
Now, other than Ranger and Grande that are Slytherin.
Well, when the Sorting Hat when they
Sure.
put the Sorting Hat on me, he said nothing because I have no soul.
It has nothing to do with your soul, Stanley. It has everything to do with your ability. I think, listen, after what Stanley's done tonight,
hold on.
Stanley is straight up Slytherin. Let's just be real. I mean, sorry.
What about Loki?
Oh,
Loki's
he's definitely
He's Ravenclaw or Slytherin.
No, he's definitely what's
Gryffindor?
Gryffindor, yeah. Loki's Gryffindor, man.
No.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Loki is smooth. He's
What is
cool.
Loki?
He's a good guy.
What's Loki gonna? Loki, have you ever taken the test?
No, I haven't taken the
Go to
test.
Pottermore. Go to Pottermore.
Go to Pottermore and take the test.
All right.
Do it.
But not out. We're answering questions.
You know
Do it
what's
later.
Weird.
Yeah.
What's your Patronus first, Ranger? I got the weirdest Patronus ever.
I don't remember what it was. I haven't done that in a while.
I didn't even know you could have sea animals as your Patronus, but I have a orca.
It was something.
Killer whale.
I think mine was like a wolf or something like that, or something crazy. I mean, it turned out to be like really crazy when I did it. I was like, Slytherin, I get a wolf. I think it was a wolf. I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look. I remember when I did it, it was like, okay, Slytherin. Yeah, I'm Slytherin. It makes sense. What is Finn doing? What is
Guys,
that?
it's called Pottermore. Go to Pottermore.
Oh my God! There's Finn with his tie.
I got a
He's got
Slytherin tie.
Slytherin tie. Yeah.
And does my wand not look all Slytherin?
All right, we've talked enough Harry Potter here. Let's move on to the next question. This is starting to make me feel dirty.
Can't touch this.
Swish and... Sorry.
What?
You gotta swish and...
Oh my God.
It's Leviosa. Can't touch this. Question: how much do I have to donate for Ranger to never try to do Cosby again?
Well, what you have to do is you have to shut your hole and know your role, because I'll do it whatever I damn well feel like. Unless you did like $500, and I would be the prostitute that would take it and never open my mouth.
There you go,
again.
$500 to the American Cancer Society, and Ranger will never do Bill Cosby
Listen,
again.
I was asked to do that, man. God, I mean, the fans were like, I had messages, do Bill
Only
Cosby.
one I don't like And it's not because it isn't good. It's Swedish
Yeah,
Chef.
I'm not doing the Swedish Chef anymore.
I can't understand a word.
That's the point of it. You know,
I know. It's a really good impersonation, but I cannot understand a word of it.
I'm working on other ones. I'm working on Ice-T. I'm working on...
Ooh, Ice-T would be good.
I'm working on Christopher Walken. I'm working on some other voices and stuff. You know, so, yeah. But I'll retire Bill Cosby. I'll retire Bill Cosby for a while.
No, don't retire Bill Cosby.
Well, I mean, people don't like it. I'm not going to do it, you know.
Darthidius. Go ahead.
Next question.
Darthidius. Question for Sir Loki. Who is your territory war opponent and how is it going?
Well, I will show that on chat. I will show that now because I got the game up. We had...
I didn't know you were Sir Loki.
Oh, I didn't hear Sir Loki.
Oh!
Who are fighting? Am I fighting?
Oh, I just thought it was... I'm sorry, I didn't hear that part. Go ahead, Sir Loki.
You missed sanely earlier, McVenom.
Did I?
We're not repeating that. No, we're not repeating that. No. Go back and listen.
Oh, I've learned my lesson with you guys with the whole don't look things up. Definitely don't look them up.
Don't.
Just don't do it.
Sir Loki, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't hear the Sir Loki part. I was like, oh, everybody. Okay, we're facing someone.
I'm fighting my old guild, the Dark Lords.
Yeah, he is fighting.
Ooh, that's why that was brought up.
Yep, that is why that was brought up.
Busted through their first ship wall, so we're on their back ship wall.
Mm-hmm.
Should be fun.
Should be fun.
All right. Next question.
I think I still have to attack.
Captain Obvious. Question, can you guys do a stream to help Grim get his Revin? Maybe some folks in the community can help him.
No, he didn't try. We're not helping him.
There you go.
No, I mean, if it was, but he's not even close, man. I mean, it's up to Grim. I mean, Grim knows he's my boy, and I would do anything for him, but he doesn't really care. It's kind of hard to be motivated to help him. But he's like, just farm Canderous. Like, okay, man, jeez, I can't. That's up to Grim, man. If that's something we want to do and stuff, I'll be more than glad to do it. You know me.
There you go.
Dexatronic. Question, Ranger, I'm glad to see you're all set for Revin, but do you have mods for him?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Apparingo. Question, you told me in the morning that the best sub, if Jolie is not ready, is Hoda, but that will help Grandmaster Yoda to get stealth. I have Old Ben, Kanan, Ezra, and Hoda, all with their best Zetas. Still Hermit Yoda?
I still love Hermit Yoda more than a lot of those characters. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it. Hermit Yoda puts his buff on, calls him to assist more. Every time he does something, he's bringing their health and protection back. He has an overall thing that brings a ton of their health and protection back. Yeah, Hermit Yoda. I mean, you're just.
It's not like the other ones don't work.
No,
but
they
really, Hermit Yoda.
He just
because
stands
you
out
get
more.
the additional healing, you get a call to assist that's really nice. I would do that over a second tank because you really don't need another tank on that team. So, yeah, that's it.
Hogzilla. Question, do your guilds do anything special with the pit and tank raids to make them fun and playful?
No.
Oh, we got a donation here, so we're at 46.48 now.
Hey!
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, whoever donated.
Oh God.
What?
The Tor donated to Grande's challenge and said, "Make it a crop top."
Yeah, baby. Without a doubt, we will make it a crop top.
Oh, nasty.
That's
so nasty.
Will you do that if we hit our total, Grande? So at 47.50, I'll give away the sock, or like one pair of socks, and we'll also make yours a crop top.
I will wear a crop top shirt in the dinner that we're having.
No, yours is for the park.
Yeah, for the park.
Yours is while we're in the park.
I'll wear a crop
and not for the whole thing. I'm not going to do that to Grundy, but we will take pictures and stuff like that, and then.
Hey, Ranger, don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Oh, it's not about that, but I just don't want you to get your ass beat. You know, so.
Trust me.
You get a mean, like, sunburn, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Think of it. Oh, God. I'm just thinking about that. Like, his stomach is burned and his arms are burned, but the upper top is
The last time I saw the last time I was with RSG members, I had a burnt stomach.
Oh,
when I was with Stu. when I was with Stu, he has a picture of me pulling my shirt up, and my front of my chest was all burnt.
All right, there we go. So additional thing for you guys. If we can hit 4750 by the end of the stream, Grande's shirt will now become a crop top.
Excellent.
God.
Oh, goodness.
This is going to be... God.
Shadowvale.
What have you done?
Shadowvale, question with the current leak, what's the ideal droid team?
Until it happens, I don't even want to speculate. I mean, it's a leak. It's not confirmed. Until I get confirmation of what's what.
We can still talk.
We can talk about it, but I mean, good lord, we don't even know what the rework's going to be.
Think the solid, like the team that's really cool. Now, again, we got to be careful about cannibalizing, right? Because I think a really solid team is actually HK-47, IG-88, IG-86, T3, and L337.
Oh my wife just sent me a text message, and she says, "Don't forget, plum snuckers will go great with your crop top." I'm not even kidding you.
She is fantastic.
I'm not even kidding.
She's fantastic.
His wife is awesome. I just gotta say.
She really is. Just from how he talks about her, I know she's awesome.
And of course she has a picture of Will Ferrell in a crop top and a plum.
Oh yeah, from Saturday Night Live. Yes, yeah.
She sent me a clip. I thought
we were being patriotic.
It's the America speedo, right? It's that America one.
Yeah, where he's got the underwear on. It's
showing his patriotism for the 4th.
No, it was for after 9/11. He's like, I thought we were showing Yeah, and then it broke too.
Yeah. It broke in the skit, so he was like rubbing up against. Who was it? It was Horatio Sands.
Yeah.
He was like rubbing up against to keep it on.
And then Horatio's like, "You rock." Way to go, Dale.
Oh my god. Okay. So again, if we hit 4570 now, before the end of the stream, we'll give away a pair of the Stance Star Wars socks, and Grande's shirt will become a crop top. This is...
Let's continue.
All right, we'll go to the next question now, Sam.
Walter Arnold, question, has the RSG crew considered doing the Secrets of the Empire VR experience while in Disney? It's in Disney Springs, and you can go into the VR experience in teams of 4.
I did that with Mr. McVenom.
We're going to do that. That
was my first date with Mr. McVenom.
That's on our bucket list to do. We're definitely all going to do that when we're in Disney Springs.
Yeah.
Because it is so much fun.
It is.
However, I have a secret to tell. I tried to do some running, and I barely made it a mile.
That's right. Yeah, keep doing it.
I'm not kidding. I'm kind of concerned.
Just got to keep training.
That's why we got to start. Got to keep each other on track. See, You got to start. You can start now and still make it, but you have to push a little bit. And a mile is actually fun. Oh, there she's drinking wine. You got to get ready. Drink
more wine.
Glub, how's the wine?
So the easiest way
we'll
is
get one of the Disneyland wheelchairs for everybody.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We'll just push people across the line.
I am pretty clumsy, so I might fall down between now and then.
We'll make an announcement at the end of the stream here about.
I mean, we're going to be walking it, guys. We're going to be doing some running, but just so we can be ahead of it. But we're not going.
It's a very light jump.
Making it out like it's super serious, and we have to be at 10 minutes a mile.
No. I'm training for that. But if you're in great shape and you can just do some jogging and walking.
No, but it's good while training to aim for that, because we're going to be stopping for pictures and stuff. So aim higher, but all we need is like a 16. But if you're aiming for a 16 and then you can't, then yeah, because you can at least make up time early. Because don't forget, it's a lot more miles than you're probably going to practice running.
Loki, you want to walk it with me? We'll just take up the rear and just walk.
I'm gonna bring hoverboards with us.
Can I get one of those? What's those circly things where it has the
Segway?
A Segway. Can I get a Segway? Rolling around like Thrawn on a Segway, pointing.
We can rent one in the park. God. Okay, let's get to the next question. We'll talk more about the Disney stuff later.
That would be awesome.
What L73? Question, why did Stanley escalate that so quickly? Is it because he has no soul?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's exactly
also
why.
Because I have no shame, too.
That's not true. Shush her. He's such a liar.
God.
Strange Renegade. Question, why Sith ships be needed for anything? They're all from different eras and it doesn't make much sense.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean,
Sith is Sith.
yeah.
Not all the bounty hunters chased the Millennium Falcon everywhere. It was just Slave 1.
Right.
But we had to use all of those two to get Millennium Falcon. So
Agreed.
Paul Bracamonte. Question for Loki. What mod stats have worked for you with Revin and Jolie?
Make Revin fast as hell, and then Jolie put a lot of health on him.
Mm-hmm.
So target like 60,000 health. So health primary arrow, and then all health primaries, and then 6E all of them. So they're 16% health on every single one.
Absolutely.
But if he doesn't die, then he keeps your team alive. That's the goal.
Gav P. Question, do you guys think Crumb's post, along with the last Territory War bonuses to be announced, point to less Separatist rework, but maybe a Separatist buffs for the Territory War that's to be announced in the calendar?
Who knows, man?
it's possible.
I would hope it would be a rework, but
Yeah, that would seem kind of like a lame clue to give, because it's one territory war. Like, it doesn't seem clue worthy, to be honest. It's possible, but I don't think that's clue worthy enough.
Pookie, question, if Finn is spooning with Durgan, where would they be?
In the bush behind
In the bushes.
Zabeth's house.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
There you go.
Wow. Okay.
See, simple enough.
Science. Can't argue with it.
What else 73? Question for the Phase 1 Sith Raid JTR with Visa's team. How critical is Visa's Zeta to make that work well?
For that team, I think it's necessary
Yeah.
for the JTR team Phase 1. Yeah, you would need the Zeta for that.
Can't touch this. Question, suggestion, go for 10-minute videos so you don't have to cram too much into 5 minutes. Plus, you get more money for 10 minutes plus.
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't want to necessarily... I mean, we want to make them shorter so you guys can watch it. These ones, a lot of you guys listen to, and I have to update the podcast so you guys will listen to in audio or just kind of listen to it throughout your day. We want shorter ones that you guys can go back to and get information from. So 5 to 10 minutes, it might end up closer to the 10-minute range. Whatever, it just depends on the content. So.
Ognati, question, how should I mod my new Revin team in 6 hours?
Fast.
Pretty much.
Yeah, fast Revin, damage dealing Grandmaster Yoda.
Tanky Kenobi,
Tanky Kenobi, Tanky Jolie, and then you can make a fast potent Jolie or Bastila.
Yeah.
Takedown Games, almost at 300 subscribers. Can I get a shout out?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Go sub to Takedown Games.
But my apprentice, the force is strong with him.
Right.
Force Master 77 question, can sanely explain in depth the true meaning of the blue handkerchief?
No.
I missed it.
No.
No.
I'm not.
I don't
just heard
care.
it from
No.
the movie.
No. No.
You can.
If you want to look it up,
No.
it's called
No.
Google.
Don't look it up.
Don't look it up.
Just leave it.
Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
Bad things happen when you Google these kind of things.
Yeah. And if you're looking for
take
something
my
else,
word for it.
make sure to look up blue waffles. as
Why?
well.
No, don't do that. Saley, what are you doing?
I
Dude,
mean, we're trying to
no.
go clean here.
It's the memo.
He missed the memo on that one.
Next question.
Apparingo. Question, in a Revin mirror match, which is the idea, attack strategy / order?
What was it?
The idea is kill Yoda, then go over and kill Jolie, and then go back and kill Yoda because he got revived in the middle of all that. And then
Yeah,
go
I was
for
asking
G-
about
and then,
Revin
and then
mirror
go and then go for GK and then or go for Revin if GK is not taunting, and then go back and kill Bastila last.
Nathaniel Morgan, question: can McVenom put the glasses back on and leave them on forever?
Oh Lord.
She
I
does
just
look.
did.
They are on.
Yeah.
I was having trouble reading chat.
Okay.
Those are very cute glasses.
I'm glad you like the glasses because these are my old granny glasses with the clear frames. Most people
Fantastic.
don't like them.
They look really cute on you.
Mhm.
All right.
Caligula, question: meth or cocaine?
Hey!
Okay.
No, none. God.
I mean, we've pretty much blown this whole stream for being.
No, we told other people to look stuff up without saying it. And there,
Oh,
Big Venom just goes, "What you want, cocaine?"
I mean, it's the less addictive of the two. I mean, I'm trying to be helpful.
Yikes.
I like book shug.
Awkward moments.
Gav P, question: how are you all modding or going to mod Jedi Knight Revin?
There we go. We already talked about
We
that.
already
That's
talked
going to
about
be
that, yeah.
speed.
Speed, and more speed.
The Taco King.
Oh, we broke it.
Oh, hey!
47.53. Woo!
So, crop top.
Was it
Yeah,
crop
so-
top or was it just the
Oh,
socks?
thank you, Slash Fan Rhodes. Actually, kind of thank you and kind of not thank you. So he donated to my challenge and said for Kyrie.
Mm.
But I can't be mad. God. Okay. So we have 3 people in the running for getting these socks.
Okay.
I'll roll it at the end because there's still an opportunity here. We can get a little bit more by the end of the stream. So, but we will be rolling the socks today for one of you guys.
Fantastic. All right.
Taco King 2, question: why do people underestimate Kylo's command shuttle so much in ships? Probably because you never see him.
You don't see him a lot. People don't know how to use it. It's great
don't
on. It's great on offense. It uses its abilities kind of
Socks
weird.
on defense.
There's another part of it too. Kylo's command shuttle is really good off the bench, and
Agreed.
It
a lot
is.
of people can only see starting lineups. The fleet meta report on GG only shows starting lineups. If you look at somebody's profile, you only see the starting lineups. A lot of people don't know what the good reinforcement ships are. And that's where a lot of this, like some of the problems come, but people don't realize what are good ships and not, because there's nothing that just open right now that you can see what it is unless you're using like one of the DSR bots and looking up somebody's profile in order to figure out what they're running because they're at the high end and stuff. So Kylo's command shuttle, Grande's been preaching on first order ships for a long time now.
It's a first order ships are an anti-meta synergy. You know, we have a new movie coming out. The likelihood of us getting a first order capital ship, you know, while it may not happen this month, by the end of the year could easily happen. First order, in my opinion, is a great climbing ship, and it's a great anti-meta faction to have.
It is. I think of them almost as like the Rex of fleet right now. Like I don't see a scenario where you won't be able to use the first order to some extent, because they do have a lot of skills and abilities that you can just kind of plug and play a lot. So first order, definitely good ships. I think the people that are underestimating the command shuttle, there's probably one of 2 reasons. One, they don't know what the utility is.
They don't have the characters farmed up.
2, they don't have the characters.
Yep.
Now, sometimes they don't end up in your starting lineup, but that's because people sometimes focus with a particular thing with their fleet. So it's not uncommon not to see them. But if anyone says the command shuttle is not a good ship,
and
then
it's easy to beat on defense, right? They don't understand how this guy climbs with this ship, and then you can just beat his team. And I'm like, go read the abilities on these ships. You'll see it. You'll see it whenever you see the abilities.
Yeah.
He's coming at the question. He's coming at the problem from a different solution than what you are. That's one of the great things. That's one of the great things about ships is certain ships are really great at. I think we're in a climbing meta right now. OG Millennium Falcon seems like a climbing ship to me, not a hold ship. But that's just me.
Apparingo, question: Ranger, can you do Dobby's voice now that we're talking Harry Potter?
Dobby? Harry Potter loves Dobby.
Yep. Finn, make sure not to give the socks to Dobby.
Harry Potter is Dobby's friend.
Okay.
I think Tit snorted.
Nope.
You didn't snore. You were just very heavily giggling.
I'm covering it up.
All right, next question.
That was cute though.
Ouchie Dumpling question. So, because I'm a $5 a month Patreon donator, even if I do it for 2 years totaling $120, I'll never be in the VIP shoutouts?
Well, we don't do VIP. We just do Patreon shoutouts.
Yeah, I thought she was
It's
in
one
the
of the perks
Patreon.
for being the green
I thought
one.
she was in there.
No,
She's
no,
the $5 and up.
she's in the
Not
5
the $10.
because we have that. We have the shout out thing for the 10.
Oh, let's just do all the.
We should do all the
Let's
Patreons.
just do all the Patreon.
We'll reorganize the
We'll
Patreon.
reorganize. I didn't know that was. I thought that was for all the Patrons. So, Alchie, I will make sure that is getting corrected today.
Boom shakalaka.
Hell yeah. Alchie has spoken. She's gonna kick y'all's ass. She's gonna mess with me.
That's right.
Bradzo Swaga question: will you guys gear up Revin, or will you wait to see what's up for this February Darkside character? Our
Too
Lord
late.
and Savior, maybe?
Two ladies already geared for me.
Yeah, I mean
I'm
for
gearing.
me, but I'll gear it. Then I have a whole month to restock and supply. So why not?
Look, Revin, even if he's not, even if they do bring out some kind of new flavor, new ice cream flavor of the month, is still going to be a great piece in a stable. It's still going to be great for raids. It's still going to be great for TW. It's still going to be great for GA. It's still going to be great for TV. So, you've got a character that's great. Again, we talk a lot about utility, right? We've got a character that's good in multiple game modes, questionable about whether or not he will be great in the game mode that he shined in for so long. But we're not even sure about that. So yes, gear him. Absolutely gear him. It's a no-brainer. I mean, what are you going to do? You going to gear him, or are you going to gear who? Give me the choice. Gear Revin, or gear what exactly?
I have 3 other characters with all that gear. I could take to 12. Not
I'd
worth
still
it.
take Revin.
I know.
I'd still take
I
Revin.
know, I would too.
I mean, you'd be really hard pressed to explain to me why something else was worth more than Revin.
Mm-hmm.
RSG Vormax, hi, I'm sad because my internet provider decided to have an outage. Question: Sith Revin or Darth Revin?
Just
Should be.
Revin. Just
It should be pretty
Revin.
much.
It's not Jedi Revin. It's not Darth Revin. It's Revin. Can we just get the character the way he's supposed to be?
Like share, just share.
Okay.
That's like me, saying, taking tits and giving her different parts of her life. There's child tits McVenom, and then
Dude,
there's teenage tits McVenom. Then there's
Dude,
nurse tits McVenom.
Stop, Ranger. No,
I think this is a bad analogy.
no, that's
What do you mean? This is a great analogy.
Very bad.
This is an awkward
No,
analogy.
that's how offended Ranger is with Jedi Knight Revan. You now
So
understand.
very inappropriately offended.
You now
Very
understand Ranger's
That's
hatred.
not inappropriate. What is inappropriate?
It's all right. Can we play with child?
She was a child.
It's like, what is inappropriate?
I didn't call her a bad name. We can talk about the blue handkerchief and all this other stuff, but as soon as I say, once upon a time, the lovely Tits McVenom used to be a child. What?
No. You didn't
Awkward
say
moments.
she
No,
used to be a
it
child.
wasn't said like that. We know how it was said.
You put an adjective before.
What did I put in front of it?
See,
Next
look,
question.
in chat.
In chat, even chat says it's a cash grab for McVenom. That's what it is.
What is wrong with that? I don't understand.
Next
You're assuming the last 2 words are the noun, versus if you look at the first 2 and split it. Let's not bother. Next question.
Next question. That's what I tried to say.
Right. Y'all go dirty all you want.
Rutabaga this whole thing. Next question.
Rutabaga.
Rutabaga this whole stream. Thanks,
Hey.
Sanely. This
Yep.
is all Sanely's fault.
I didn't do
Set the
that.
tone.
You started it.
Set
You
the
started
tone.
this whole trend, and now Ranger feels comfortable saying what he just said is awful.
I didn't say anything wrong. Sorry.
Next question.
Angry Bree 2000 question: I've heard Grandmaster Yoda works better with speed under Revin now, especially with all these new Revins. I wanted to get him to 7,000 special damage, but now I'm debating and getting him faster.
No,
Thoughts?
he needs to have. So You need to have almost zero speed. If you're running this with Bastila, and you're running it with Jolie, then you need zero speed on your Grandmaster Yoda, and you need to go all offense. If you want to go look at my GG page, and you'll see how I've got all offense and crit chance on him, and I'm running him without even a speed arrow. I'm running him with an offense arrow, and I'm running him with you can either run him with a crit damage triangle, or you can run him with a crit chance. I mean, with an offense triangle and an offense cross. And it has to do with Yoda's unique, where he gains all the turn meter when he's called out of order. So you need to go read the things. You don't put any speed at all whatsoever on your Grandmaster Yoda.
It doesn't hurt, right?
You need to read.
What I'm saying though is it doesn't hurt, but it doesn't help, right? And putting extra offense on Yoda helps a ton.
Well, no, I agree, but I think if you can get both, it's not a bad thing, right?
Well, but you can't really get both. You can't get plus 100 offense and plus 20 speed on the same mod.
I'm just saying, you can take the best that you got for those categories. You want to focus on offense, but you can still have some good speed on there.
So if you had plus 182 offense with plus 3 speed, absolutely you can put that.
That's what I'm saying. You can have speed on there. It doesn't hurt to have that on there.
Yeah, I agree with you on the offense thing. So if you're going to fight other Revin teams, then you figure the other Revin teams have crit immunity. So you want to fill up Grandmaster Yoda with all the offense you can, because you're not going to be critting with him anyway if you're fighting other Revin teams.
No.
So, but he's good. I mean, if you can. So, we talked about the, Grande talked about killing Yoda first, then killing Jolie if you can, and then you got to go swing back and hit Yoda again, right? What normally happens is if you stack a lot of offense on Yoda, you can pretty much wipe out Yoda with one marked attack, right?
Yes.
That's the goal.
Yes.
And then you can probably take out another half of the protection, or you could probably take out all the protection. Then you just go back and hit Yoda and kill him, probably like turn 3 or something like that, right? And then he gets revived again, and then you hit him again with Yoda's basic, or you call your Yoda to assist.
Or you use some AoEs, right? You've got 2 AoEs on that team, so potentially with Revin AoE or with Yoda AoE, you've knocked out Yoda again, right?
Because if he doesn't hit hard enough, the other team is just going to revive and regain protection and health, and you don't want that.
Also, don't hit Jolie when he's got retribution up. He gains too much health and protection, so you got to hit the taunt at that point, right? I mean, you're literally not doing anything. So you would do better to go over and hit on GK, and then dispel the retribution with Bastila, and then start hitting on Jolie. I mean, I'm telling you, there's an art. I've been playing this way for 3 months, and so has Loki. So I mean, you're talking about people that have been playing this particular comp so many times. I can tell you exactly how the match is going to go. I played it, between 2 and 5 times every day.
Nice.
Yep, I agree with it.
Fine, Mock. Question: what is/are good defensive ships?
Bosk, definitely throw that turd in there.
Houndstooth,
Big, Biggs.
Kai Silencer.
Yep. Cassian.
Cassian,
You said
Scimitar.
defense ship?
Yeah, your fleet. But it's pretty much...
that whole Mace fleet is good on defense.
Yeah, the whole Mace
all the
fleet is
Galactic
really
Republic
good.
are pretty good. Plo Koon, Rack, Lone Sergeant.
And Ahsoka coming off the bench. And
Anakin
Flo
ship,
and Lando's Millennium Falcon.
That's it's a very kind of generic question. Yeah, there's a lot of good defensive ships. I don't know if there's a particular build you're looking for, but there's a lot of good defensive ships.
What else? 73 question: for an almost 2-year-old arena, how low of a gear level would you put Revin in at?
11.
11.
Yeah, 11.
With mods, of course. You need to make sure you mod them correctly and stuff. But yeah.
And that's all the questions.
Oh,
Hooray!
We did it.
And we're just at we're a little over 2 hours. Good.
We did it, guys. We worked together as a team. Got through it. Did a good job. Way to go.
So let's see who wins those socks.
Ooh, time for the socks. Yay.
Hopefully it's not Dobby.
Dobby loves socks.
All right. So let me put it all in my random number generator here. And we had how many? It is, where's my little calculator? Okay, so we had, all right. All right, almost there. So the winner is 84. So that means it is the tour.
Wow.
Congratulations, the tour.
Nice. Congrats. Yay.
So I will message you and you can tell me which socks you want, whether it's the medium or the large, and we will send those out to you.
All right.
Oh, last minute question.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Pennypinch question. So I quit the game due to all the stuff. Will you still love me? LOL, still watch and listen to you guys always.
Of course. And there's other games and content we do, so you're more than welcome to check out any of the content we put on there.
We do lots of different games, so yeah, we'll still love you. You're awesome.
Once a skewer, always a skewer, in my opinion. So always welcome. What the hell was that?
I heard the BB-8. Somebody donated somewhere.
No, it was my text message.
Oh, it's your text. We have the same BB-8 thing going on with our...
We don't have it on here. That's why when I heard it, I'm like, wait, we don't have that up.
I have that and a lightsaber and R2 and a couple of things.
No Vader, no Palpatine.
Oh, I have Vader, yeah.
All right. It's funny, my mom, now that you mentioned that, she has, when I call, the Imperial March start playing.
Yeah, I have that set for McVenom.
Yeah. All right. So, Dr. Finn, I think we gotta let you talk about the ACS stuff. But first, we want to thank special thanks to our gold Patreons. We shout out all our Patreons, and we will shout out our Patreons. But these are our gold Patreons, and we really appreciate these guys. They donate a lot, and they support the channel, and we really, really do appreciate it. So all those people on the screen you see right now are all those wonderful folks, and we really appreciate that. All right, let's get to the ending stuff. Dr. Finn, I'm going to make you do it.
All right, sure. So, so please make sure that you guys subscribe and hit the little bell for the notifications. YouTube has been a little bit off on the notifications.
They really
lately,
are.
So.
They've been doing a lot of stupid crap lately.
Yeah,
they really
so
are.
It's a little weird, but yeah. So, our Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, we do a stream again Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. That we go through the news and notes and give you our opinions about stuff that's coming into the game, prepare you for the next week. Also on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern time, we do Jedi Academy, which is a 2-hour question and answer stream with a great group of YouTubers like Warrior and Ramona's Up, Operation Metaverses, Money and Good Old Maurice, and a bunch of others. So you guys can come, ask your questions, get some answers. It's a great time for you guys to ask those questions and get answers. On every weekday, working weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern time, we do the RSG lunch hour, where we do a couple of, right now a couple, but eventually it'll be back to one roster review. And we also answer some questions, play some games, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you guys join us for that. Tomorrow night at 9:30, McVenom?
Yes.
Not here. 9:30? Okay.
9:30, hopefully. I'm in the mountains, so we'll see.
There we go.
She up there in the mountains doing her thing up there, and he's doing playing the game.
Yeah, up in Boone.
So tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern, we'll be doing our Tactical Monster stream. So we will be talking about tactical monsters, and we actually had our first video promoted in game, so it's really exciting today. So make sure that you guys check that out. Tactical Monsters is another mobile game that we are playing, so you guys can check that out. And Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, we normally do Dungeons & Dragons, but this Sunday we will not due to the Super Bowl. So we will reconvene next week. Tuesday night, we do Tuesday night gaming.
Yeah, really.
So Tuesday night, we do Tuesday night PC gaming at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We play different PC games. We played Diablo the last couple ones. We'll see what's on the agenda for this coming Tuesday. Make sure you guys subscribe. We do a lot of gaming live streams, and we're working on more shorter videos for you guys.
Absolutely.
That being said, really quick about the ACS stuff to give you guys an idea about the schedule, because some of you guys have asked about joining us during that time period. So Saturday, we're planning on doing the park at Hollywood Studios. We can't make it too big of a night for that because Sunday we also have the half marathon that we're running, so that's going to be kind of crazy. And it's at 5:30 a.m. So Sunday morning we'll have that, and then we'll be going into Epcot that day for the rest of the day. And we're going to be looking to do a dinner on that Sunday night somewhere. So if you guys are able to join, let us know, and we'll try and figure out what the finalized plan is for stuff outside of the parks. But that's kind of the park schedule that we have. All right. I think that covers everything.
Good.
Make sure you visit the Tiltify page. Thank you to everyone that donated today and into the campaign in general. So now we're at $47.53 and 13 cents. So thank you all for donating. Again, our goal is 15,000. We have another live stream that we're going to be doing on the 16th for 12 hours. So make sure you join us for that as well.
All right. So on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you guys for stopping by. Make sure you check us out tomorrow morning at 10 Eastern. We said we're going to do the Revin stuff, Finn. What time are we doing the Revin stuff?
We'll have to do it around 9.
9?
Yeah,
10?
so I have my meeting at 10.
Oh, meeting at 10, so we'll do it at 9. All right, so, oh, God. The things you do to me, Finn. All right, so thank you guys for stopping in. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we will see you mañana morning and for the lunch stream and Tactical Monsters tomorrow. So be safe, take care of one another, and we will holler at you later. Peace.